Oh, no, that's the last one. I was about to say, shit, we already got 41 views.
Ah! All right, everybody, thanks for joining. Give us just a minute while we wait for the actual
We
time.
must access the interwebs.
Make our drinks, so go ahead and use this time to make your drinks if you're watching this at a later date.
Yeah, what are you drinking? Put that down in the comments. I'm having Jack and Coke, like usual. I did bring a little bit of. We got a little bit of that Fireball left over.
Ooh, don't they?
If you want some of that, you think you might want some of that?
If?
Yeah. Well, excuse me. Let me grab El Ballo Fierro. Great balls of fire. Well, excuse me. Let me grab.
All right. So Steve's up grabbing the Fireball real
Got
quick.
it. Got him.
That stuff smells just like Fireball.
Yeah. What's that? Us non-alcoholics call it cinnamon. I'm sitting on my trapper.
Oh boy. All right. All right, so we got one more minute. Give us just one more minute, all.
Early birds.
Yeah, we got a couple early birds. You want to grab the fire poker, or we good here? I noticed one of our logs just took a tumble.
Whoops.
You're just trapping the hell out of that habit.
Shit. Oh. Oh. There we go. That'll work.
Good times.
All right. All right. All right.
Uh-oh. Melissa Beaudry Smith.
Modre.
Nice
Melissa
chairs.
Beaudry. Hey, did you see what I did with the Italian sausages? Ended up using them after all. And it was actually pretty good. So there's that.
All right.
I was like, that's not hot links.
Hey.
She said, well, it says hot on there.
It worked. Hey,
It was
we
good.
appreciate it. Thanks, Melissa. And Mr. Astro, what's up, brother?
Oh, what's up, Astro?
And then you know who that is, right? Okay. So what are we talking about today, Steve? You want to give a little recap of our latest adventures?
Well, we did our first road trip. That was pretty cool.
Not super far, but yeah.
It wasn't very far, but it was a road trip. So
Yep.
the first time we did that. Well, I don't know if you consider this a road trip because it
Yeah,
was
that's what I
about
was
the same, but not much further.
That's what I was saying. It's except we rode together.
Right? Yeah, we were in the same truck this time. But yeah, we went down to Huntsville looking for ghosts. So
Well, we've got two videos that we're making out of this. One just kind of a park exploration, so kind of a here's what you can expect if you go to stay at Huntsville State Park, Texas. By
that
the
is
way.
Texas, by the way. Yeah.
And so we'll give like the video will show like the cost, what our specific spot looked like, kind of take you on a tour of the surroundings and all
The
of
amenities that they have.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the second piece to that was we went there specifically because we heard that they might have some ghost type paranormal activity.
And this was the one that my mother actually mentioned on the last live that we did. She said that there was something down there. We looked it up. It was Huntsville State Park, so we went and checked it out. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we're
Pretty spooky stuff going on down there. I'll tell you, it was fun. I had fun. It was cool.
Yeah, and for any of you guys that, I mean, nobody's seen that video yet, but you guys have all heard me say I don't believe in certain things and stuff.
Yeah.
But the
He got
hair,
spooked a couple times.
the hair
yeah.
on the back of my neck stood right up, and I was like, Steve, Jr. So, as you guys know, so we come out here and we film a lot. We've been, like he said, we've been traveling around. It just takes time to edit those and get them out, but we're expecting the paranormal one, what?
I'm hoping to have it ready by Thursday.
Oh, you're thinking this week?
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. I'm gonna have to really pinch down on it and get some work done. But yeah,
Okay.
I'm shooting for that. So hopefully this Thursday that'll happen.
And then, not to give too much insight as to what we've been doing, but the one following that is, just to give you guys a little bit of insight. So that's 8 mistakes every new camper makes.
And that's going to be a very good video. Look out for
that
that
one.
Yeah.
Is going to be,
I think probably one of the better ones so far, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably the best one so far.
I think so,
But
yeah.
it's a different
It's
take
different.
on how we've been
Right.
filming, shooting, editing, and just all of that. So I think you guys will really enjoy that one.
Yeah.
And then, so that's what's kind of been happening. And
We're planning another road trip.
where are we doing this one?
The penitentiary.
Are we doing that one?
Why not?
And where is that one?
That is
Mineral Wells?
Mineral Wells.
Okay. So tell them a little bit about
Okay,
that.
it's not actually a prison, but they call it the penitentiary.
Hey, DP.
DP. They call it the penitentiary. It's in Mineral Wells State Park. And the reason they call it the penitentiary...
Is that a state park?
It is a state park,
Okay.
yes. The reason they call it the penitentiary is there's a sort of a rock formation where it's almost like a small quarry area.
Yeah.
And when they would bring traveling through with transferring prisoners a long time ago, they would stop there for the night and put all the prisoners up in there, and it was easy to guard the one exit so they couldn't escape.
Yeah,
so.
because when you look at it, and if you guys want to go out and take a look at Mineral Wells Penitentiary, I think it's called, it looks like the land would be up here, and the giant, I mean, like probably 12 foot, maybe 20 foot
Maybe
walls.
bigger, yeah. It's just a pit. It just drops off.
And so this was way back in the 1980s.
I heard a friend of mine say that a lot of
You
rock
totally
climbers.
missed that one.
80s, no.
The 1980s?
No, 18, maybe 1880s. I don't know about that. Yeah, but a friend of mine has a YouTube channel, and I watched his video of it last night, and he said a lot of rock climbers like to go out there and climb the walls and stuff.
Right on.
So that's cool. But I've also heard that there's a lot of paranormal activity there because apparently prisoners died up in that hole and things
that's
like
really
that.
why we want to
That's
go
why we wanted to
investigate
go
this
in there is because, you know, people say they see stuff. It's like, hey, I want to see. I just want to see.
Yeah, and
Show me.
I do want to get to our chat here in just a second, but I do want to say, so Steve and I, you know, this channel is all about camping, and we want to go over camping gear, how-tos, different things like that. But part of the allure, I would say 2 things about camping. You always hear about spooky ghost stories and aliens.
Sitting
right?
around the campfire telling ghost stories.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's kind of led us onto this. Hey, should we be going out and seeing if we can investigate some of this? And we're going at it as, hey, if we find something awesome, we'll report back. But also debunking. So,
Yeah, if we don't see anything, it's like, okay.
but it may have just not happened with us.
Or maybe you see what somebody's talking about and realize that there's a totally reasonable explanation for it.
Totally. But I mean, there, like I said, the hair stood up on the back of my head a couple times
Yeah.
at the Huntsville one. So,
Yeah.
all right. So, hey, Ben, good to
Ben?
see you. And thank you for this area here.
Oh, Ben's on here?
Yeah, he is.
All right.
And then Mr. Asterisk, have you guys gotten any sponsors yet? So the answer to that one is yes.
Is
So
yes,
just
yeah.
within the last week or week and a half, we got 3, which we'll be doing reviews on.
Which is very cool, yeah.
Yeah, and I thought it was quicker than...
Yeah, and it's kind of strange the way we got 3 back-to-back like that.
3 back-to-back,
too.
and I
Yeah.
haven't checked my email. Maybe we got 3 more.
Maybe, hey.
But yeah, we'll
bring
be
it on.
doing reviews on all of those, or adding bits of their products into some videos that we do. Probably actually using them like, I don't want to give away too much, but
And some good products too, from what I've seen so
Oh,
far.
yeah.
It's like, yeah, man, these look great, yeah.
yeah.
So we'll put them to the test and see just how great they are, yeah.
Ben said he saw someone in the trees behind us.
Oh crap!
It might be.
I wonder if it's alien. We got an alien out here somewhere.
Yeah.
He's roaming.
Actually, he's getting so used to it now. He was just wandering and checking things out. He's actually crashed out right now.
We've been trying to get him to lay down all day, and as soon as we turn on the cameras, he like.
Yeah, what's funny is we were like, dude, he's gonna be our special guest. People are gonna love it, and he's like, hey, I'm out, guys. Hey, boy, come here. Come here. They want to see you, all your fans.
Nah, he said no.
Only fans.
Not doing it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, he'll be out here in a little bit.
Hey, Mike. Oh, he was pretty cold. Tony's a non-believer.
Tony is the non-believer. I'm the believer. I just have never been the seer. So you hear all this stuff, and I'm like, okay, I totally believe that there's something going on, but I've never really had a really, really solid paranormal encounter that I couldn't explain or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I've had multiple paranormal encounters. And one of them, the refrigerator turned on because it's probably time for it to turn on.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And one of them, the lights blinked because the lights do that.
Lights do that, especially in scary movies. They're always flickering.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So, kind of gave the update. Anything else that we're working on, or?
Well, we do want to. We've talked about doing more, or trying to get into doing more road trips, especially as the weather starts to get hotter here. We may start trying to road trip it out to some higher elevations and maybe get some more snow, you know.
Yeah,
and,
we're talking
stuff
about
like that.
possibly either Arizona, New Mexico, or
Colorado.
Up into Colorado.
Yeah, they got some good mountains out there, and like I say, it's those higher elevations where you're going to get the longer, stay cold longer, you know, and get snow on the tops.
And one of the reasons we were thinking the last time we came out here. And we had a special guest that time too, but we were out here for what, 6 days?
We were here a long time, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, we could have gone all the way across the United States.
We could have went anywhere.
Days. Yeah, so. Right. If you're gonna do it, I mean, might as well go do something cool, right? Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it. So we're gonna try to plan that out.
Hey, and again, if you guys have any ideas or places you'd like to see, state parks that, hey, maybe we want to check them out, let us know, because maybe we want to add those to our list. Definitely, if you hear of something spooky or creepy, we want to check out those sites.
Oh, that's another one that we had on our list. We were talking about spooky or creepy, and we're thinking about doing that because it's local, and we can get to it. And a lot of famous people have been there and gotten really creeped out.
Are you gonna?
Yeah.
Tell them.
Yeah.
Okay, tell them.
I'm talking about Goatman's Bridge. In where is it at? It's in what's it called? Denton.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's over in Denton. But there's been a lot of paranormal investigators that have gone there, and just some really creepy stuff going on, and satanic worship going on up in there, and just all kinds of creepy stuff. And we've watched a few videos of other people that have been there, and they get freaked out and just run out of there. So we're like, okay, Tony, you don't believe in that crap, right? So yeah, we're gonna go spend the night. You know, how bad is it?
My biggest thing is
if we get chased out of there trying to spend the night, then maybe there's something to it.
Chased out of there by what? The law?
Or a ghost.
Yeah.
Or the goat man.
The biggest thing I'm worried about is getting arrested. So as long as, like, I'm not worried about the goat man. I'm not worried about.
I'm not really worried about getting arrested.
You're more worried about a spirit chasing you?
I would be more worried about a spirit or a junkie or something out there worshiping Satan.
People.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, because apparently there's a lot of traffic out there. So it may be a little more of a stealthy situation where we really have to find a good place to hide in order to stay the night. But sitting around all night, if there's something out there, we should see it, right? Staying all night? I mean, come on. All these other guys, they're out there for a few hours.
If that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they get some film, and they run yelling and screaming out of there, and you don't really ever really see anything, but their little spook box talking to them, and you know what I mean?
The little orb lights.
Yeah, little orb lights coming on because they got the remote control in their pocket. Going,
or you can't. Yeah,
right,
you got half the people aren't on camera, and you see a light. Like,
yeah.
How could that happen?
Or somebody says, "Oh, somebody pushed me." Oh, wow, I didn't have the camera on. You know.
Yeah.
Or our scratches on my back or something. It's like, okay, well, yeah, here, I got a scratch on my back too. You know, I don't know. It's hard to believe some of it. Not saying they didn't have those experiences, but I've never had one. And if we go out there and spend some quality time out there, then and not see anything, then I call it debunked, big time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, maybe weird things just don't happen to us, and they do happen to them. So we'll report back on the facts.
Yeah.
Hey, didn't see
Anyway,
anything.
that
Well,
one
if we
should
did.
either way. That one should be really creepy because there's all kinds of creepy stuff out there. The Ouija board.
Yeah,
you
yeah, a
know,
life-size Ouija board.
I mean, huge, like 12 feet.
Yeah.
Ouija board that's written on concrete. There's like sites where people have done worship and painted pentagrams, and there's candle wax all over the place. We may be able to actually even secure a tour of somebody that knows the area.
I think those people are setting all this up. They basically created a
little spook house.
They created a haunted house that's out in public. I think that's
they're
what.
capitalizing on that
Hey,
legend.
everybody's got to eat, right?
Right. Hey, gotta eat.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll check it out, see what it's all about.
Yeah. So, all right. So what happened this week? So, Alien came out with us.
Yeah, he's here somewhere. He's over there.
Pretty zonked. I think he's cold. Hopefully he comes out during the stream at
Yeah.
some point. Lots of this one's gonna make for a pretty good video. Hopefully
Yeah.
I got enough of the other stuff. But last night sleeping, so it got to 28 degrees last night. I'm in my tent, no sleeping bag because Alien wouldn't
Stole
allow it. He was pouncing on it, but I did. What's funny is I put the trail cam up, so I'm gonna have a lot of activity of him just either jumping on me or saying, "Hey, you got to move over here," or pushing me up against the tent. It was crazy.
I slept pretty good last night.
Sure you did, buddy. Yeah. So I don't know how often I'm gonna bring Alien. I mean, actually, if we had to stay a few more days, maybe he'd be
He
good
might chill out and
he is
get
chilling
into it.
now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that first night it was rough. I'm
He's just
still
out of
tired.
his element, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know whe sleeping so good right now.
Because he just ate so good. Did you give him the rest of that?
I didn't,
stew?
but
He ate at least 3 big bowls of that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Steve and I made for 8 hours today. So we started cooking around 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Took a big, excuse me, a big old
A roast,
roast.
like a pot roast or something.
Seared it on both sides. Put in all the seasonings and onions and carrots but this one was a weird recipe. And
It was a little different.
we'll make a video on this one too. But had that cooking for 8 hours.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Man.
And then we just ate, and obviously, if you guys know me, Alien eats everything I eat.
Yeah, so he had a lot. He probably ate as much as me and you combined and then some.
Yeah, because Steve and I each had 3 ladles
Yeah.
full, and then I ladled his out, let it cool down, and then I put another 2 ladles on top of his dog food.
Right.
And I did that twice, and that's probably why he's passed out.
Yeah,
now.
he's all fat and sassy.
Yeah. All right. So, and that obviously one of the videos we're gonna make out of this weekend's was like how to camp with a dog or something like that. Not sure the title yet, but Alien's gonna be the star of that one.
Yep.
And then
I'm building more tarp tents.
more tarps.
Yeah.
And that one today was cool.
Yeah, I like that one. It's cool. It's so easy too.
Take about a minute or 2
Yeah.
minutes, and he's got a
little shelter. Yeah.
a little shelter. Yeah, that was awesome. If you guys don't have a drink in hand, you should.
Right.
We probably ought to think of a drinking game to play as we're on these. What else we got? So you wanted to talk about the aliens.
Yeah, what's
that are
up
in
with
the
that?
news lately?
It's like you don't hear nothing for 100 years, and then all of a sudden in less than a week, they're shooting things down right and left and calling them UFOs, even though we know good and dang well it's not extraterrestrials.
You know. Okay, I've got one thing to add to that, and then I want you to tell the audience here your theory on this.
Okay.
But the only thing I find odd from it, because you've been saying, Tony, there's this and that, and
Right.
I want you to explain that. But the only thing I found odd was that, so we called them UFOs from the 1950s up until 5 years ago,
Yeah.
maybe. And they started calling them UAEs.
UAPs.
UAPs, yeah. Unidentified aerial phenomena.
It's like they're trying to rebrand it or something.
But then when we just shot these things down, they're calling them UFOs again. That was the only thing I found weird. Like,
everybody forgot all about UAPs.
Does it just not roll off the tongue as well, or
no,
are they rebranding
UFO.
it?
No, it's been branded for so long, you can't just change it.
No, they've been calling everything that is unexplainable. They've been calling them UAPs.
That's just in the government. They're trying to rebrand.
No, the news and everything.
Okay,
So
but they
I'm
kept
wondering-
slipping though.
I'm wondering if this time maybe you're onto something, because they're trying to get the UFO word back in our head.
Right, because that's what everybody knows.
So tell them your
Well,
thoughts on this.
All I was saying is it's obviously being put out there for nothing more than just as a distraction. Because
Actually, wait. Let's take a step back. For those that don't watch the news and everything, let's give them a little bit of.
over the
story.
past week or so, I guess.
The last 2 weeks.
Was it been 2 weeks?
Yeah.
There's been 6 or 7, and they keep concentrating on 3 sightings where they have shot down a UFO.
Yeah. So.
And that's all they'll say is just UFO. We don't know what it is.
Well, one, they said they knew it was a Chinese weather balloon.
I'm not counting that one.
Oh, the other 3.
Yeah, the other ones.
Okay.
Yeah, but the first one that they let come all the way across and shot it down. Yeah, that they said is a Chinese weather balloon or something like that. So, but the other ones, they say they don't know what it is, but they're pretty sure it's not extraterrestrial. And I'm like, well, yeah, obviously it's not extraterrestrial if you shot it down.
Yeah, we would not have the ability.
If it was extraterrestrial.
Maybe 1, but not 3.
No, I don't even think 1.
I don't think 1, but I'm saying your chances.
With their
maybe,
levels of technology, you're not going to do it with a missile. It's going to take some higher level of.
So what level of technology do they have?
I don't think we have it.
No, what do they have?
Just the way those things move, you know? They even talk about it, how they'll just be sitting there and just go and take off. You're going to hit that with a missile? Come on. It's not gonna happen, you know? They'll know the missile's coming before you fire it, you know? And,
so you
they'll just
100% believe that
100%.
aliens have been here to this planet?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
I think they're probably here now.
Okay.
We got one in the tent over there. But no, this is all just something that they got to fill the news with to distract from something else. And I know there's lots of other stuff going on, and they're doing things in Congress and stuff, and they always got to put this kind of crap out there to just, oh, look over here while we do this, you know? So that's what I think. That's what I think it is. And not only that, but at the same time, you've got trains derailing all over the United States.
Hold on, don't get to that one yet. So on the...
Well, it kind of goes hand in hand,
But you were very specific with why you thought the UFOs, they were bringing back the UFOs, you were thinking it was...
Oh, the false flag.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, I thought at
This
first...
is Steve's theory.
I thought at first this might be the beginning of that, but now I'm starting to rethink maybe it's not, because they're not admitting, they're doing the opposite. So I think it's possible maybe they're just trying to soften the public up and get them used to the idea and hearing about it and seeing this kind of thing on the news, so that when they really decide to drop the big bomb, you'll actually believe it.
So your thought was
that they're going to stage an alien invasion. Yeah.
Our government is?
Yes, our government is going to stage an alien invasion on our own soil, on our own people. Yeah.
Okay, you heard it here first.
No, they didn't hear it here first. They've heard it. They've been hearing this for 50 years from other people.
No, but
specifically Stephen Greer.
The false flag.
The false flag, yeah. In fact, I just saw him reiterating that fact today on the news. They were interviewing him again, but yeah, it's going to be a big false flag event in order to try to unite all the countries of the world with one common enemy, so that they can put together their one world government that they've been
New
working
World
with,
Order?
The New World Order, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And that could be the catalyst that helps just push it into fruition, you know?
So this is more Illuminati type.
Yeah, Illuminati type shit going on.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. deep state, deep government stuff, you know, covert operations.
Okay. All right.
But I don't understand the trains though, because they're all derailing for no apparent
You don't
reason.
think that it's just the United States hasn't invested in our infrastructure and we have a very poor, outdated rail system? You don't think it could ever
Rewind
What?
a couple years ago when Trump was in office and he had that pipeline going, and they fought him nail and teeth on that pipeline and said it was dirty, hazardous, all this kind of thing, and that they needed to get rid of that and go back to the way they were doing it before, which was the trains. The trains are safe, all this kind of stuff. Been using them forever, and it's not dirty. It's not cleaner.
So you think...
So as soon as Trump left office, they killed the freaking pipeline. At the time, I thought it was because George Soros owned all the rails, and he's losing $30 trillion a year when they cut down when they put the pipeline in.
So you're thinking it's someone specifically crashing trains?
I don't know.
So that we could put a pipeline.
That's what I'm saying is I don't know what's going on with that one. Is because.
But I think the pipeline was for oil.
Well,
not
you were saying, well, maybe our infrastructure is bad, and it's like, well, if our infrastructure is so bad, then why are they pushing it as being so much better than a pipeline?
I'm just saying things rot.
I don't know. If I was going to be pushing something being safer, I'd be keeping up with it. So, but you're right. Well, I saw one. I did see one report very quickly. I didn't really get into it.
I didn't even see how
somebody
they crashed.
saw. Well, that's what I was getting at.
Because
on one of them,
I think you can crash a train by putting a nickel on the track. A bonk, it just flies right off the track.
like somersaults.
All of
and
them
shit.
just.
No, I saw a news report. Can't tell you where it was from. I don't have the source or anything, but it said that there was a video, maybe a camera caught it or something, and they saw sparks coming from the brakes.
So it was trying to stop.
Well, or almost like the brakes were failing.
Okay.
And it was causing them to seize up.
Okay.
So the maintenance had not been done basically on the train, and that shouldn't be happening. And they caught that on camera somewhere. So whether it was sabotage or whether just poor maintenance, I don't know. But that's one situation. There's been, I don't know, Melissa, back me up on this one. How many have we seen? I want to say 6 or 7 of them within a couple of weeks.
6 or 7 what?
Train derailments.
I don't know.
All with hazardous chemicals spilling out.
Until you told me that today, I didn't hear about it.
I think there's a bunch of them.
Well, it's possible.
And that's all over the country. All these trains derailing, spilling hazardous chemicals out everywhere. It's like, are they trying to disperse some chemicals across the United States for us to inhale or something? I don't know.
Hey,
It's just real
and
weird.
If you guys haven't noticed, this guy is a huge conspiracy nut. So, hey,
I don't know.
Here's my thought
Did
on
she
it.
tell me how many there were?
How many what?
Melissa, how many train derailments has there been in recent couple weeks?
She hasn't said anything. But on that case, my argument would be, and again, I know nothing about this, but I'm guessing trains go east to west coast. They're not just doing all coal. They're not doing all this. I think they pack those trains up with all sorts of
whatever
stuff
needs to go. Yeah.
from here to there, and they're all going the same route, right?
Right.
So I could see how every single train in America probably has some bit of coal, steel,
Or some chemicals. Yeah.
on every single one.
Maybe.
And they're moving the same chemical from here to here and here from here at the same time.
Right.
You're wondering why are they going in the same direction?
So maybe these trains are derailing all the time, and we just don't know about it because they're not putting them on the news all the time.
I don't know. The way I get my news, I swipe to the right and I get my Apple stuff.
No, that's Tinder. That's Tinder.
Oh, my bad. So from the home screen, I swipe and I get there's like Apple. Most of my stuff, a lot of my stuff's technology. There's some political stuff in there. But
You're talking about on your iPhone?
yeah, and
Okay.
so probably the first 5 to 6 articles, and that's all I get. Unless I clear one out, meaning I look into it and go back, Those are going to be there for maybe that day, maybe a half day at least. So, but I haven't seen anything about the trains.
I didn't see them either. Melissa told me about them.
Oh,
Because I'm busy. I don't sit around and watch the news all the time. You know what I
so
mean?
did
I
this
just
come
hear
up
about
on
this
like
stuff.
Fox or CNN or
It's
something?
probably one of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
So
it was like,
anyway, it's just weird. It's just the timing of all the UAPs and the train
no,
derailments.
that's what I'm saying. They're calling them UFOs again.
I know, but all this stuff at the same time is just weird that they're gonna bombard us with all this stuff. So what's really going on?
Maybe they're crashing trains to see how many survivors there are.
Well, there's
and
a
if
couple
they
other
have any
things that
scratches.
there's a couple other things
What?
though that's happened during this same time too that you haven't maybe you haven't heard about.
What?
Hunter's laptop.
Okay.
That there's a bunch of stuff in the news about that, about what's going on with
Yeah,
that.
he's suing them because
Okay, so
they
you have
shouldn't
heard
been-
about that?
They shouldn't
Yeah.
have been looking at his stuff. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
he's
then,
got a giant lawsuit.
And then
against
also
them.
they released a bunch of names from that Epstein's log. They released a bunch of those. Did you see that?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well that just happened.
I never really looked. I mean, I didn't follow the.
Well,
FC.
basically that whole thing, it turned out, and it was pretty much proven that whole island was pretty much put together to exploit young women, and they would take them out there and just do unspeakable things.
No.
You know?
I know about
Yeah.
Epstein. I haven't been.
So
following it
they
since-
would go out
ever
to the
since they
island and have
assassinated
parties,
him.
and he had private jets, and he would fly a lot of very upper level
Yeah,
people
Trump was out there with them.
Sure, a lot of people
Yeah.
were. Well, they started releasing a bunch of those names off the flight logs. And there's some names on there, man. And
Hey, hold on. We gotta. Hey, y'all.
hey y'all,
Who's that?
Shannon?
That's Jan.
Oh, Jan.
That's little bitty baby Jan.
Baby Jan.
And then Ben, you girls can stay at the parents' house. And then Ben, hey Jan. You know that Sasquatch is out there, right?
I haven't seen him yet. Maybe Alien can help us track him down.
We have literally been looking.
Yeah.
Up until we brought Alien, the only thing I've seen, I don't know about you, the only thing I've ever seen out here are a few deer.
Oh, but last night he caught a little mouse.
Since
yeah.
we got Alien out here, he looked over and jumps up. It was pitch black.
Yeah,
have
we
any
didn't
lights
hear
on.
anything.
We just had the fire on, and he caught a mouse over here.
Yeah, he found him nosing around the brick oven over there.
Yeah, and then he was messing with them all night. But other than that, no squirrels, no rabbits.
Well, we've seen the deer.
That's what I'm saying. All I've ever seen are deer.
Yeah, deer and the mouse.
I've never
Yeah.
seen a wombat.
We see birds flying around.
We see birds. No honey badgers.
No.
No squirrels, rabbits. I mean,
Nothing.
literally nothing other than that mouse.
And black widows.
I see tons of spiders, but I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys saw the video where we saw Black
He
Widow.
is the spider whisperer.
Literally
he
can see.
he can look in the woods and find a spider every 10 seconds. And,
Yeah, I'll
and
go,
then
"Hey, there's
prove
one,
it.
there's
He'll be
one."
like, there's one. And then you can walk up and I'll be damned if there's not a freaking spider there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny, dude. I've never seen anybody do that before.
Because what's funny is we'll be walking through the things. I'll go, "Hey, Steve,
Hey,
there's
that's
a spider,"
spider.
and
I'm
you're
like,
like, "What?" Oh.
There's a spider.
Yeah.
Big old sucker too, man. I'm like, wow. We're surrounded by spiders all the time.
Oh yeah. But that Black Widow freaked me out.
Yeah, that
Because we were picking up bricks like these, and basically I put my hands in two of them to move them over, and as I'm setting it down, I look at
he's
the
like right
Black
there by your
Widow.
hand,
I
yeah.
was like, ah!
But no, we're still looking for. Actually, we did see a Wookiee out here today.
Hold on, Jan called you a chicken.
A chicken?
Oh, we did see a Wookiee out here today. We did see a Wookiee out here today.
Yes, we did.
Kevin.
Kevin came out.
And
today.
Kevin's not in here. I'm not sure why. But, okay, so Jan called us chickens. She said, y'all need to go on a river hike up the road unless y'all are chickens. So,
A river hike. What river?
yeah, Jan, you're going to have to tell us what river
Because we'll
you're
go.
talking
We'll do
about.
that tonight. We'll take Alien with us.
Yeah, I'll literally go right now because guess what? We're not chickens.
And I got a new night vision camera I've been wanting to try out.
Nobody calls us chickens. But tell me where the river is because
Now, are you talking about
the stream?
this? That's not a river.
No.
Maybe she's talking about the what do they call it? Jumper Creek up here.
That creek?
Yeah.
We got to go.
That's where
somewhere
Dave says he always finds the arrowheads and stuff.
Okay.
Maybe she's talking about that.
And
yeah,
then-
what river are you talking about?
Hold on, but why would we be chicken? You just said go on a river hike. Is there a Sasquatch on that river hike, or is there?
Or just old Indian spirits?
Oh, I'm not chicken. I'll go up there. Please get Alien on camera. He's the only reason I tuned in.
Oh, who is it? Who said
Alien, come here, boy. That's Baby Jan. Come here, boy.
Come on. Hey, maybe if you get some more of that stew out.
Let me get the stew.
He'll come out for some stew.
All right, hold on. He's got a full belly right now.
We still got some stew left over from before. I think he ate a little bit too much, but I'm betting he'll come out for some more. What did you call it? A treat?
Goodies.
Earlier?
Goodies.
Goodies.
Hey, let's see how long.
Here he goes.
Let's see how long it takes him to get out here.
He coming already. He saw the goodies. Goodies.
Come here, buddy. Look how slow he's walking. He's like, hey, man.
Oh, what's up, buddy?
You want some
some
goodies?
He's like, hey, what is that? Oh, yeah. That's the good stuff.
Are you done?
He's like, I'm stuffed. I can't eat another bite.
He's a good boy. Were you snoozing, buddy? Get used to being out here?
He's warm now. What's up, buddy?
All right. Yeah, I think
sniffing it out.
he got a full belly and decided he was gonna crash out. He's a good boy.
He came back out for some more stew, though.
Yeah.
I figured that would work.
You can go back to sleep if you want to. Oh, is there something out there? What is that?
He keeps sniffing over here. He's like, is there any more in there?
What is that? Dude, look how slow he's walking. He's
I
like,
know.
dude, I got a big old
He's
belly.
That's the way I felt after Thanksgiving. Ugh. That's funny. Yeah, I think maybe
Like,
it's really
South Canadian River.
Oh, that's the one we come across down here. When we're coming in and we go across that bridge right before the casino. I think that's that river. The big river.
There's a big river.
On our way out here, right before you get to the casino and turn right.
I thought
There's-
that's Jumper Creek.
No, I'm talking about before the stop sign on the 4-lane road. When you're coming from Ada,
Oh,
you go across that bridge
Gotcha.
and then you go up the hill and there's the casino.
okay.
I think that's the river she's talking about.
Okay.
Cause yeah, that's a legit river, like a big river. So Riverwalk, yeah, I've been wanting to go down there too, but
Ben said yes.
yeah,
And Jan said yep.
Yeah, we'd have to drive down there though, and I'm not sure. Ben
said
you should come out here one day and show us where it's at.
he just said I will show y'all.
Yeah.
We've been asking him for a year straight
Come
to
on.
come out here.
Come out here. Because, yeah, he said we was going to get together with a bunch of his cousins. And oh, yeah. And some more holiday flames because every day is a holiday at BeastMode.
Good boy.
But, yeah,
Want the rest of that?
he's been saying we're going to go down there and camp by the river and get a bunch of four-wheelers and go fishing and sleep under the truck and all that kind of stuff.
Sleep under a truck.
That's the way they used to do it.
Who's they?
Him and all his cousins and everything.
Okay.
They would just, he
I
said
don't
they
believe
wouldn't even worry about tents or
I
nothing.
don't
They
believe
just
it.
crawl up under the truck and
I
go
don't
to
believe
sleep.
it. I don't believe it.
I'll bring a tent.
Yeah.
I'll pack up everything I need on the four-wheeler and we can cruise out there on the four-wheeler.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'll sit on that thing backwards.
I don't know if the suspension can handle two people.
Right. Good boy. You can eat it tomorrow morning, buddy. You don't have to finish it all.
He's like, that's all right. I'll go ahead and take care
Well,
of it.
he's like being slow at it. Normally he's like,
I know. Usually it's like bite, done.
That's funny.
Yeah, he's full. You can tell he's acting different.
Uh-oh. What's he seeing?
Uh-oh. You see something over there?
What is it?
Is that a mouse again?
He gave a little grumble.
Yeah. That was his stomach, I think.
What's weird is, so I'm watching this, and I still don't see Alien in here. How is that possible? It was literally just a second off or something. There he is. All right. Why am I going to kill that dog? You see how skinny he is?
He's a scrawny. He's a grown boy.
He's scrawny. Look at how skinny he is. This dude, he only weighs what's he weigh? 110, 115 pounds. He's
like those Italian sausages.
7. He's about to be 7, and Great Danes generally live anywhere from 8 to 10 years. So he's gonna live his best life.
He's getting old. He's getting old for a Great Dane.
Yeah.
But he can still outrun you on your bike, though.
Oh, he was gone.
I know.
He was gone. Yeah. Dana said, "Good thing y'all are in the woods feeding him all this."
Oh, right.
He ate a lot, babe. He ate, I mean,
A lot.
a good amount. And then he went in there and crashed
And
out.
now he's coming back for more. Look at him. He's
Only because, hey, I'm only feeding him because you guys said you wanted to see him. So it's not my fault. I take no responsibility for that.
He's okay with it. He's like, that's okay, I'll allow it.
All right, what else we got?
What else
So
we got?
the planes, trains, and automobiles.
Mobiles. I definitely like the idea of Ben coming out and showing us around the creek down there and get Zeb and...
Not going to happen.
It'll happen. We'll just wait for Zeb Fest. Maybe we can get him out here for Zeb Fest.
Okay.
Yeah. I call it
Hey,
Zeb
Ben,
Fest.
so next weekend? Oh, wait, next weekend's your day. The weekend after. Oh, yeah, that's Cancun. Or
Cancun. We got birthdays. We got traveling. Yeah.
Set a date, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Need you to set a date, and we'll do it. We'll make it happen.
Yeah, and Jan, tell us what's the deal about the river that
Yeah, that's so scary.
that's so scary. Yeah, what's the deal with that? Because we're looking for scary stuff right now.
Okay, Ben said in a month, 4 weeks.
Hopefully it'll still be cool then. Yeah, it probably won't be too bad.
Well, so
March. Sometimes it's cool all the way into April.
it was cool last year in March.
Yeah.
Because we started the channel in May.
Yeah.
But in March, I think
That's when the bees started to come out.
I think that was
and
one of
stuff,
our last trips.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But that could be very cool.
Yeah, we'll hope that it's not hot. But we did say that we do need to do some hot camping since the channel.
Maybe we can figure out some strategies to stay cool while you're camping.
Yeah.
I mean that's because I'd like to get out more in the summer. It seems like for most people, summertime
Spring
is
and
camping
summertime.
season.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
We're kind of backwards on that because we don't
it's
like
weird.
getting out in the heat. But they do. A lot of them are in campers. They're in like RVs and stuff. So they can get in out of the heat. And they go camping near lakes and where there's water and stuff like that, so they can get in the water and cool off. So maybe, and I can handle that during the day. I can handle being hot during the day. It's really more at nighttime.
Yeah, but like I said, we'll get some
Get some
tent fans.
Yeah. It's really the nighttime that gets me the most. If it's really hot, trying to sleep at night in the heat is...
How hot's it get in Canada?
I think it's pretty nice up there.
60?
Most of the year around it's pretty nice. Yeah, their summertime is...
We'll just go up to Canada in like July or
Remember
something.
I told you my buddy Jeff, when I was talking to him about pest control, he was like, I don't think...
permafrost is too long up there.
He was like, I don't think you can... we were talking about advertising, and he's like, I don't think you're going to be able to run campaigns on pest control because that's just not really a thing. And I'm like, what?
What do you mean it's not a thing?
This dude's from Canada.
Did you tell Ben about that?
I don't know if I told him about that or not, but he's like, yeah, you may not get much action for pest control because not really many people really need pest control. And I'm like, what?
Have you been to the
I'm
South?
like, have you ever been out of Canada, dude? I was like, it's totally a thing. Everybody has pest control, dude. He's like, oh, okay, I didn't know.
Alien went right back.
He's right back to it. Yeah, he's full. That's totally what it is. He ate too much.
Yeah, he's like, all right, guys, I'll wake you up in about 3 hours. Go for a run.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so pests aren't a problem up there. So I would imagine they don't get the kind of heat that we do. But I know it does get really nice outside because I've heard Jeff talking about that in the summer times. Mm-hmm. And he'll go out on his balcony and take videos of the Edmonton, I believe is where he's at. And he'll take videos and show everybody, and it's just beautiful out there, man. It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be a cool place to go one day, go camping out there.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be
You
awesome.
just got to watch out for like moose and shit like that.
I don't think moose are going to attack you.
They will. They're pretty dangerous.
I'll
I think.
ride right on a moose. I'll grab those moose horns.
Grab him
antlers.
by the knuckles.
You and Trump, man. Grab a moose by the knuckles. That's awesome.
Uh,
All right.
well, you're familiar with the moose knuckle, right?
No.
No?
Could you explain it to me? No, I've never heard of this.
You've never heard of the moose knuckle?
No, I've never heard of this.
Anybody ever heard of moose knuckles? I know Castellano does. That's his screen name on one of the gaming things. A moose knuckle.
Yeah. Explain it to us. I don't
It's
know what it is.
it's the male version of a camel toe.
Oh.
It's a moose knuckle.
That's funny. Because I always just said they were synonymous. I always said they were synonymous.
Synonymous.
The same thing.
Oh, no, it's a moose knuckle.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was going to say grab him by the moose knuckle.
Funny.
Oh, man.
All right. So, what else we got going on? You had a list. What's on that list?
Yeah. I did make a list. It'd be the list right here of stuff, of goings on in Beast world.
Beast World. I like that.
That's our list.
All right. Hey, Huntsville, Mineral Wells, UFO. We
Yeah.
already did that. Yeah. Train. Ooh.
Ooh.
We want to stay away from
He's
that.
like, we're gonna stay away from that one.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I don't want to go down that path.
I think it would be cool to go camping in Canada in the summer and in the winter.
Hey, so I don't disagree.
Or maybe even Alaska in the summer and in the winter.
What
you
about
know
the
what I mean?
Antarctic?
I mean, we could totally do that. It's gonna be expensive.
Baby Jan, I can't check my text right now because that's how we're live streaming right now. So I'll check it in just a little bit. If you do have something you need to send me though, need me to check. This is Steve's phone
Yeah,
right
send
here.
send it to me.
So
Yeah.
just send it to Steve's phone. All right, I've got to show Jan's there. So what are some of the latest things we've been doing lately? So I've got another, if you guys are familiar with Temu, if not, I've done a couple reviews on their products.
I like that place.
It's not bad.
Well, I've bought a couple things from there, and everything that I've got so far, it was all those bags that I got, and they're all great, dude. I love them.
Okay, so
And that little baby kukri you got, that thing is awesome.
I don't know how useful it is.
Well, it chops carrots pretty good.
It does chop carrots pretty good.
And it looks cool when you're doing it.
And, well, that's a cool looking little blade.
It is.
The way it's forged or what,
Yeah.
painted.
Oh, yeah, the way it's got the patterns in it
Yeah.
and stuff.
So Baby Jan just sent me a thing that says, man says he killed his friend because he summoned Bigfoot.
He killed his friend because he summoned. How do you?
I didn't know. I thought Bigfoot was like a beast that just kind of hangs out. I
do
didn't
you
know it was summonable.
Summonable?
Summonable.
Yeah, are they? Hey, maybe if you leave your beef stew out, that would
All the
summon
summon.
Bigfoot.
Yeah. So we are gonna go back and look. There's got to be something on the inner tubes on how to summon a Bigfoot. So we're gonna do that. I don't think I'm gonna find anything realistic. But that's Oklahoma Sheriff said that, and that is reported from the KansasCity.com.
So that was in Oklahoma then.
Well, in Kansas City, they're talking about what happens in Oklahoma for some weird reason.
Well, you said an Oklahoma sheriff said that.
Yeah, Oklahoma Sheriff said that.
Well, Kansas is right on Oklahoma, so maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Huh.
So he killed his friend for summoning Bigfoot.
Did Bigfoot come?
And did Bigfoot do something that he didn't like.
So he killed his friend.
So he killed his friend. There was a lot of
trying to
questions.
blame it on Bigfoot.
A lot of questions there.
Yeah, a lot of them.
questions
A lot of
there.
them. Yeah. But yeah, I've heard people say that Oklahoma's got a lot of Bigfoot sightings. But yeah, I haven't seen one out here yet. A lot of deer. I've seen deer all over the place.
Ben said in Ada. I'm not sure. Ben, what's in Ada? Bigfoot?
Bigfoot's in Ada? Because we're real close to Ada.
He asked, how are those tents? They stay dry. Absolutely. So,
yeah. Love the tents.
Steve this weekend has the pop-up, and it's been in a bunch of videos.
Yeah.
I opted this weekend just because I was bringing Alien out. No, the pop-up tent is awesome.
Yeah. It's just a little small.
It takes about 20 seconds to set up, maybe if that. 10 seconds to set up. And
if you do like me and you don't go stake it all down, I never stake it down. I just throw the thing out there.
You literally, it's 5 seconds maybe.
Yeah.
And then about 60 seconds to take it down and put it back up.
Yeah.
Or put it away. The tent I brought this weekend though is, I can walk in it, and I was just thinking with Alien here, he's a big dude, and I knew he was going to be up and around.
He needs his space.
He does. Well, I need my space too. And what sucks?
No, your space is his space.
It's brutal, man. I think I got a wink of sleep last night. You got to think of one of those inflatable mattresses about this big, and I think it's got like 6 humps to it, and I had one, and he took up the rest of them. And he was pushing me up against the side of the tent and stuff. It was pretty brutal.
But we haven't had any rain this weekend, so it hadn't been an issue. But
no, but it's never an issue with rain.
We've been through some pretty hard rain in these tents, and not any problem. The only time you had a problem was when it started pooling up over here, and it started leaking in your corner there.
It didn't leak in the corner. It was coming straight through
the bottom. But you were literally in a puddle of water.
I was in a puddle, but
yeah.
I will say, and I want to test this when I get back home, but I don't think that same thing would happen with this tent.
Really? Is it a different material on the bottom?
I mean, it feels similar, but I've been, like, when all my hiking and I'm out there, and I've never had anything come up from the bottom.
But maybe you've just picked a better spot to put the tent and didn't have it
Every single
pull up.
time I've laid that pop-up tent down, I've seen moisture.
Yeah.
Just even from the grass and stuff.
Yeah,
so
I see that on mine too. When you pick it up,
maybe just a quick spray with that. What's that?
Oh, like Rain-X or something.
No, that furniture spray. You spray it in, and
it keeps you from getting stains and stuff.
You can literally pour water.
Yeah, where it beads off.
It just flows right off. Yeah.
I was thinking maybe put some on these jackets too.
I don't know.
I wonder if that would help them because they absorb water so much. Remember when it was snowing?
I'd wonder why they wouldn't automatically treat this.
Right.
Like, I mean, there's got to be a reason.
Yeah, because you said if they get wet, they'll.
Oh, they're not useful.
Yeah.
Once they get wet,
yeah.
It's just turns into.
But yeah, no, our tents have been really good. We haven't had any problems, which surprised me. You said there was a guy that did a review on another tent that every time he reviewed it, it was getting water in it. I'm like, I'm wondering if that dude's doing something wrong or something.
The seams, I mean, we're going to put it through its paces.
Yeah,
but you're
because that was the same one that we just got this.
We just got,
video
so
on.
we got one of the sponsors that reached out to us. It's, what was it, Recreational Outdoors? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Reactive Outdoors.
Reactive Outdoors, I believe, yeah.
And they make tents. They're sending us one.
And they're just basic. It's a pretty standard looking little.
It was nice. It had some fiberglass legs. You pull it up, and it's just a little 2-3 person.
Yeah, it was one of those that it's kind of a quick setup thing, where you pull the middle up and the legs kind of fold out on you, and it's just kind of like an umbrella.
Yeah.
So it's a quick setup tent, which I really like. I really like those types of tents. Not great for backpacking because they're a little heavier, but for the type of just recreational camping, it's perfect.
I do want to see how heavy that is. It may not be super heavy.
They are a little bit heavier,
but
because
it's got to be, it's got to be that big.
There's more mechanism to them. Kind of like my big tent. It's the exact same mechanism.
Oh, okay.
As my, how it's got how they all fold down and then these fold back in on
right.
it. It's the exact same thing.
Oh, okay.
It's just in one little piece. Yeah. So all that extra mechanism kind of adds to the weight, but when you're not worried about weight and you're just packing your car full, it's really nice to have those because they're so easy to set up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let me get to these real quick and then talk just a sec about those Temu reviews. Oh. So, Let's see, Mr.
You need another
Astro. I'm doing all right. Canada, it's illegal to kill Bigfoot. And hey, how's the tin horn Leo made
Wait
for
a
y'all?
minute. Whoa, hold on.
What?
Back up.
That was Mr. Astro.
Is it illegal to kill Bigfoot?
No, it was a statement. Canada, it's illegal to kill Bigfoot.
That's what I'm saying. So they've actually acknowledged Bigfoot in such a way that they've made a law that you're not allowed to kill him.
Is that what you're stating?
Is that what you're saying? Because that's profound there.
Like,
They're saying, hey, yeah, we got Bigfoots around here. You're not allowed to kill them.
Like, there's no laws that say you can't kill a wasp.
What
can't
about
kill
an
flies,
alien?
But you can't kill Bigfoot.
You can't kill Bigfoot. Okay, that's pretty cool.
Well, what would be funny is if they made a law saying you can't kill Bigfoot because there is no Bigfoot, and a lot of people were getting shot because they just go, oh, I thought it was Bigfoot.
I thought it was Bigfoot. Oh, it was just Kevin on
All
vacation.
right. Make a freaking law that says no more killing Bigfoot.
Right. No more killing Bigfoot.
We've had 72 deaths this year because people claim they thought they were killing Bigfoot.
Right.
It's really a serial killer out there just killing anyone he sees out in the snow.
I thought it was Bigfoot.
Yeah, that tin horn's working out awesome, man.
It's this side of the tin horn that's the problem.
It is
a
soupy.
soupy mess.
It is a
out there.
soupy mess.
I'm hoping I can leave because I almost didn't get here, man. I was going.
You're gonna have to hug.
You're gonna have to help me figure out how to turn off that traction control because that's what almost got me.
Little
dude.
button.
I don't know where it is. I haven't
We'll figure
noticed
it out.
Yeah,
We'll look for it.
because you get in there and the tires start spinning and your computer just shuts you down, man. It's
Yeah,
like,
you
nope,
just
you're
push
done.
your foot right
I'm
off
like,
that
no,
gas.
don't stop.
Keep going.
Keep going. I was still moving a little bit. Yeah, it almost kept me from getting out here.
Castellano showed up today in a little
Yeah,
Volkswagen
little
VTI hatchback. I think it was like a station wagon thingy.
Yeah.
And man, he zoomed right through it.
Yeah. Well, he was going 50 miles
He
an
was
hour.
going about 50 miles an hour. The thing it splashed like skipping a rock.
Well, that's because that's what I told him before I left. I said, just get some speed and don't stop, man.
Dude, that was pretty funny.
He's got a hydroplane through that stuff, man. You don't have four-wheel drive.
All right, so back to Temu. So if you guys aren't familiar with it, Temu has these ultra low-cost products. I've done a review on 2 or 3 of them. I've got another one planned with a few knives and.
Who did you compare them to? Wish.
Like Wish.
But the products are better. Yeah.
I've ordered probably 12 to 15 things from them, and they are all really good quality
Yeah.
things.
Well, like I said, the stuff I got, I'm happy with too.
There was one thing that I was like, all right, if I probably read the description better, it would probably.
Which one was that?
Well, actually, 2.
The kukri?
The kukri.
Oh, yeah. You thought it was like a kukri and it's like this big.
Well, I thought all kukris were created equal.
No.
I thought they're all going to come this big. This thing is that big, and half of it's the handle, so the blade of it is this big. In fact,
like
let me go get that.
It's really cool though. I like it. It's just miniature. And he's like, I'm just trying to figure out what I could use this.
Do you have your
for.
kukri on you?
Don't
worry about it.
No.
So he's got one of these, and this thing's about that big, and just really, and this little guy, look at that. You can cut up your French fries really good with this bad boy, though. But I will say, it is ultra sharp, and it is made really nice.
Yeah.
It's tiny, and I bet if I would have.
a kukri is the style and shape of the blade.
Yeah.
Yeah. The way it's bulbs out on the end.
Well, the same with a machete. But if I ordered a machete and got something like that, I'm going to be pretty pissed off. They're like, no, it's a machete. It's just a 2-inch machete.
If you turn it upside down and pull it like this, you can cut a vine.
Yeah. You can cut your shoelaces.
Right, shoelaces.
So,
but yeah, it is a far cry from the kukri that I got. But,
yeah.
But it looks the same. It's just teeny weeny.
Yeah. So, and Wish makes, I ordered some stuff off there years ago.
I've never ordered from Wish.
Oh, man. You'd order like a shirt and you'd get it and it'd be like a piece of linen paper or something. And the shirt would be this big. You're like, what am I going to do? I can't even wear it as a glove. Like, just weird, really weird products.
Like a doll shirt or something?
Yeah. You order a shirt. You're thinking it's for you and it comes for Ken. Yeah.
Right.
stupid. But no, everything I've gotten from Temu has been pretty good.
Yeah.
I will say that inflatable tent, the quality is phenomenal. In fact, I'm gonna do a video out here. Maybe I'll stay in it next time.
Yeah, just spend the weekend in it. Yeah.
Yeah, see how it does. See if it deflates on me or anything.
Right, yeah.
But it was good quality. I think I overpumped it. It was totally fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing you got to worry about. Is a hole going to get poked in it or something? But,
yeah.
But it's really just the top framing of it that blows up, right?
It's all the frame and the
Yeah.
top and everything. Yeah. It's basically where you would have a pole on a normal tent. They've got little inflatable tubes.
Yeah, that's weird.
So I'll probably do that next time. I'll make a video on that. But I do have that in the Temu video. So if you guys want to check it out, go take a look at that one.
Yeah.
And I've got another review of a couple knives, and I can't remember I think there was a third thing in there. But and that other knife I got was really well crafted. The one I was cooking the stew with today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a cool knife.
Yeah.
With the hole in it, you can
The
put
hole
your
in
finger
it. Yeah,
in.
you gotta make sure you use it correctly.
Yeah, that was a good knife. And the stuff that I got from there was just bags because I wanted another compression sack.
Yep.
And I was specifically thinking for this jacket, so that I could compress it down and put it in my bag in case, like if we're not needing it.
Yeah, you need to get one that's that big.
Well, that's what I'm saying is the only complaint that I would have is I thought the bag was going to be smaller.
Yeah.
And it's actually about the same size as the compression sack for my sleeping bag.
Sleeping bag, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, but I solved that problem by just putting this in there and all my rain gear. So that compression sack holds my jacket and all my rain gear pretty well.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and you can cinch it all down to this big. And another problem that I had was when I went to buy it, it was only like $5. And I went to check out, and it's like, oh, well, in order to get free shipping, you have to buy at least $10 or something like that. And I was like, oh, well, I got to buy some more stuff. So I went and bought some dry bags that you roll them and then you cinch them together with the little clips. So I got 2 of those dry bags, and those are just handy to have for stuff, man. I think last time we camped, I used it for my dirty clothes. I just throw my dirty clothes in there, and then you can cinch it up so the smell stays in.
I was gonna say that's probably the wrong bag for that.
But it worked good because those dirty socks go in there, and
then
you just
turns
nobody
into
sees.
mold and everything. No, that stuff's got to air out.
Well,
you don't want
no,
a dry bag.
it's not gonna stay in there very long, just until I get home, and
With
then
your
it
dirty
comes out.
socks.
I don't want that shit to smell up my
Put your
tent.
food and stuff in there.
I don't want that to smell up. Man, Bigfoot will come running if he smells that stuff.
And
Man.
he'll come
That's the kind of
away.
stuff that summons Bigfoot right there. Dirty socks, man.
We did have Bigfoot chewing on our stinkholes over here.
Oh, the little leprechaun shit eaters. Yeah. Woo. I almost fell in a hole earlier. That would have been bad. It's like I was like, oh crap. And then the little shit eaters that fucking came out to Huntsville, they followed us to Huntsville.
What did?
The shit eaters.
Oh, those little raccoons. Yeah. Yeah. We got some good video of those.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, they were tearing up our
scared. They're fucking yelling at you, man. Like,
get out of here.
yeah!
I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure I just got a drop of rain on me.
Really?
I think so.
I don't see a cloud in the sky, man. Looks pretty,
something hit my head.
some shit eaters, man.
It better not be Chewbacca back there.
They're throwing shit at you.
Put my hat
Like
back
those little monkeys, man. They grab it.
back in disguise here.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got?
What else we got? But yeah, the team anyway, I call all those problems, but actually they're good things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like mine with the knife, that was me not reading the product description.
Yeah, how many inches it was?
It was 100% exactly what was advertised. I just
Either that or
clicked too
you're
quick.
like, the girls that, think this is 12 inches.
We did have 12 inches of snow the other day out here, which I'm putting together that video, guys. Be 4 weeks before I get that one out.
But then we had a good ice storm on the stealth camp. That was cool.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was weird.
It's kind of weird. The way it was so bright outside.
Yeah.
That was very odd.
Yeah. And if you guys haven't seen that video, the stealth camp one, go check that out. So we are going to try to do a few more of those.
Well, we were talking about doing the stealth camp at the Goatman's Bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And also thinking about a stealth camp / ghost hunt out at White Rock Lake.
Uh-huh.
See if we can't find the Lady of the Lake. That could be a good one. Has anybody heard of the Lady of the Lake? I feel like the only person now, because every time I mention it.
Well, I think there's probably a Lady of the Lake story about every lake in the U.S.
You think?
Well, I mean, like I was saying with Lake
That's the only one that I know of.
But like Lake Louisville has, it was considered the deadliest lake in America at one point.
No.
There's got to be some ghost stories about that place.
Maybe. I mean, I haven't heard of any, but I'm sure
Neither have I.
I'm sure there are.
The deadliest lake, no ghost stories.
Right. Well, yeah, if that many people have died there tragically, and it was because of boating accidents and things like that, right?
People drinking and just doing stupid
just
stuff.
getting stupid.
I'm sure a lot of people drown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, I that was my first time doing stealth camping that time, and I liked it. I thought it was pretty fun. I'd like to do a lot more of that. It was pretty cool. It's just a matter of finding good spots to go that are interesting enough to actually be worth going to, you know.
Well, I think like a roundabout, that'd be cool. Like
that would be cool.
Anything like that, but
camping in the middle of an interstate median or something like that.
That would be a little wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the only challenge with that is like some of these dudes that go out stealth camping, there's one person. There's two of us. We got to find enough space to where we can.
Well, we can situate in there.
Yeah.
And also, logistically, how you get there in and out is another issue too.
Mm-hmm.
Because like on an interstate, we may have to be dropped off, and so we'd have to have somebody able to do the pickup and drop off.
Mm-hmm. GP, you're up.
You're up.
She wouldn't have a problem doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. So then there's that.
Still can't believe old Muttley's.
I know, this is like the quietest he's been ever.
The second
ever
the
since
camera comes on, he's like, I'm out.
It's because we've stuffed his face too much, man.
Yeah.
We shouldn't have gave him that third bowl of
Well,
food.
you said, hey, you're going to go ahead and give him some more. Yeah, I guess.
Well, he seems hungry, man. He's over there going,
Poor dude's always hungry.
Not anymore.
Yeah, in fact,
He finally found his limit.
Hey, dude.
Did he finish that? Yep, it's gone.
No,
dude.
he didn't lick it clean, though.
Well.
Normally, that thing would be spotless.
Right.
Wow.
He finally found his limit, dude. Didn't think you'd ever see that day, did you?
Wow, that's crazy.
I know, because, yeah, the 1 second we are ready to actually showcase the alien, and he wants to go to sleep.
So far, we've had 2 special guests
Mm-hmm.
on this Versus the Fire, and both of our guests have said we don't want to be on camera.
On camera, yeah.
Oh.
Well, he came out for a second.
Right.
Enough to scarf down a little bit more
Yeah,
food.
he literally just came out, scarfed some food, and was like, later, I'm out of here.
Man, that's funny.
What a trip.
That is a trip.
All right, so reviews. So we've got a few reviews in store. We've got the stealth camping, the phenomenon, or
Phenomenon.
What do you call it? Spiritual stuff.
Oh, yeah, paranormal.
Paranormal. Thank you. And
Paranormal stuff. But the paranormal stuff has to be related to camping. So
absolutely.
we're gonna be one-upping all the spook channels. right?
We're staying there.
Because the spook channels go out, piss their pants, and leave.
Yeah, no, we're going there.
We're gonna go out there, piss our pants, and then stay.
No, there's no piss pants, and there's no pants pissing going on. I'm going to camp.
Yeah, but we're gonna stay all night.
I'm gonna hear something in the woods, and I'm gonna go, yeah, that's a squirrel.
That's squirrel. Oh well, yeah, it's just a serial killer coming to freaking kill us.
Yeah, unless something comes scratching through my tent.
Right. Or I still think maybe we should get a tripwire or something and set up a little perimeter tripwire. So if somebody comes in on us while we're sleeping,
you're not gonna hear them.
Maybe not, yeah. I'm liable to scare them away, actually.
Yeah. What the hell is that?
They'd be like, oh, we're going somewhere else. Find a new victim.
No, we haven't made any s'mores yet.
I brought all the s'more stuff. We could totally make s'mores.
Are we s'moring it? I don't know. I am so stuffed from that
still
food.
Pretty full too.
Jeez.
Oh, you missed out, man. That roast was phenomenal.
Yeah, we need to get a.
I do think we should do it again, but without the tomato sauce. Though.
That was. I
mean, it was good.
Yeah.
It didn't bother me from eating it.
I think it added a different flavor to it.
It definitely made it different. It makes it to where it's not what you're expecting when you eat roast.
Yeah.
Which was
when
where we just saw a recipe online and just did it. And it was a pot roast, but it had tomato sauce in it, which it kind of made it a little different.
It did. It added a weird flavor that I didn't like nor dislike. I scarfed my entire bowl down.
Yeah,
but
it's good.
Could have been because I was hungry.
Well, dude, and that roast just fell apart. He puts this big thing of meat in there, and as we're cooking it and stirring it, we never even chopped up the meat.
No.
It just fell apart in the bowl.
Yeah, it turns into a bunch of strings.
Yeah,
everywhere.
it's just all like shredded.
Yeah.
Just from stirring it.
8 hours.
Yeah, 8 hours on there. That was good stuff, man. I think Alien approved too.
Ben said, uh-oh, you just got me in trouble. Dana's favorite food is roast.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We'll do it again without the tomato sauce.
I'm going to do it as soon as I get home. Babe, I'm going to do it as soon as I get home.
Yeah, because we wanted to try that same recipe because it had some other things in it that we've never put in a roast, like it had ranch.
She said, what the hell? Who cooked a roast? Yeah, this one it'll be a delicious roast to the likes of which you have never encountered. Yeah. However, I've got to deviate from that recipe. I'm not doing the tomato sauce.
Yeah, I would say it might be better without the tomato sauce. Yeah. And also, we chopped up potatoes and put it in there, and the recipe was just poured on top of mashed potatoes.
Yeah. The other thing...
Which that would be good, too, because they're kind of separate, you know?
She said, what the hell? Who cooked a roast? And I said, I'm going to cook one. And she said, you sure are.
Damn right you are.
Ben said he can camp March 18th. So we need to put that on the calendar. All right.
Okay. I'm usually pretty good about being able to clear my schedule.
So March 18th, we'll take a look, Ben, but I'm guessing we're going from the 14th through the 29th.
We'll be here, so yeah, just come on out.
He goes, no, I meant one day.
Yeah. No,
what is this March 18th stuff? No.
Yeah, we'll be here on that day. Yeah. No, but hey, Ben, you gonna take us down and show us the river while you're here?
Yeah, you gotta show us the river.
And do the night walk that we're so chicken and can't do?
Oh, yeah. We need to do a night walk through there, too.
I think
we're going to do one tonight.
I think we should do it as soon as we get done with this.
So for our ghost hunting adventures, one of the things, we're going out at night. So Steve bought a new camera that's got all the infrared
night vision and all that. So we wanted to check it out. So I think tonight when we're done with this, we're just going to pick out the camera and go walking through the dark and see how the camera works and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we'll see something.
We ain't afraid of no ghosts.
We'll go spider hunting. See how many spiders we can find.
Ben said he wants to see the graveyard. All right, I'm down.
Now, there's what is it, like in the northeast corner of the acreage here? Is that where you're talking about? Because that's the only place I could think of where the fence would be. And I did ride the four-wheeler out there looking for corner markers and stuff, and I couldn't find any markers like
There's no
like,
cemetery around here.
like survey markers. Well, it could be that it's just run down and you can't see it because it's covered up with leaves. I mean, look at all the. I was walking back up here, and I freaking went this deep.
So there's
in
dead
leaves.
bodies underground, but not a cemetery.
Possibly.
Okay.
That may be what he's talking
Yeah.
about.
Okay.
Well, he said his grandfather used to tell him about
I've
it,
dug up a bunch of stuff around here, Ben. Found a couple skulls, but
No, I would definitely love to see the cemetery. Yes, that would be cool.
I'll pitch my tent right on that cemetery. No, that might be bad form.
Yeah, that's bad for him.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
You're not supposed to step on him or pee on him. or
Yeah, I don't
anything
wanna do
like
that.
Yeah. Yeah, bad form. You have to respect the dead. But that's another reason why I want to be cremated, by the way.
Benji, yeah, that's what we're gonna do here in a little bit. I think did you use it at all last night? Just test it out.
The only place I've used the night vision is in my laundry room.
Okay, so
But it worked really well in there. He was there when I did it.
okay. Now we're gonna bust it out here in a little bit, and
I used it for some daytime stuff today, and it looked pretty good.
So I'm guessing we're gonna have to have our lights on so we can traverse, and then once we get somewhere, or we can then use that.
Or
Because we
whatever.
can't really use that for light.
Yeah, you can.
I thought it doesn't give off any light we can see.
Oh, no, you can't use it, but we can have our flashlights on and still be using the night vision because it only picks up the infrared.
So it'll work during the day?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
You're
It
gonna
just
have
looks
to-
black and white.
You have to show that to me.
Yeah, it's just, it only picks up the infrared spectrum, so it won't pick up the other light. You know what I mean? It just looks like a black and white image.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh shit, I overfilled it a little bit.
I don't know if that's a thing. Hey, Ben just asked who's drinking the Fireball.
Tony is.
All right.
Take a swig off of that.
Oh, it's plastic, so you can fucking give me one of those. Get a swig off this. Do we have the proper shot glasses? I don't think so.
We didn't bring the beast mug.
Man, that stuff is so sweet and cinnamony.
Cinnamony.
You know, if we really want to do it right, in fact, next time we're doing it right,
What?
like that stuff, it's so sweet.
Like a syrupy kind of?
you can't drink it.
Yeah.
Like you can have a few shots of that, and then you're like,
Or it
gonna
might
go-
be good to mix and to make other types of shots.
next time we're doing Jägermeister.
Oh, no. That's not. No.
Dude, that stuff will make you to where you don't remember being born.
Yeah, but it also makes you throw up all over the place. God, you got me.
Did you guys hear what he just said?
Good. Dude.
We're doing Jägermeister next time.
Dude,
I'm
Jäger-
bringing some out. We're gonna be like Jaeger,
No.
Jaeger. Are you gonna say no? Really?
Anything but Jaeger, dude. God, I have horror stories. I still have nightmares about Jägermeister. That's like black licorice fucking liquor, dude.
Yeah, and it makes you where you don't remember being born.
I know.
Sometimes maybe you don't be born. Hey, okay, then we'll do
Makes you
tequila.
wish you were dead.
Then we'll do tequila. We got to do something other than this. Like this stuff, it's like 8 proof or something. How many proofs is this?
What was that other cinnamon stuff that I was trying to think of that has the crystal and stuff in the bottom? It wasn't Goldschlager, but it was just like it was a cinnamon like shot thing that people did. And I want to say it was like red something red. But it came in a bottle and the bottle was kind of smoky
Well, there was
and it would crystallize up. in the-
Rumplemints.
No.
I remember just the ones back in when you go to the club.
Mhm.
It was Rumplemints,
It
Goldschlager.
was back then.
I think Jaeger came a little bit later.
It was back in that time, like in the late 80s, early 90s. But it literally had in the bottom of it about this much of it. It was like crystals.
Did you hear how many gulps I just did? It was, gulp, gulp, gulp. But Ben said, I want to see bubbles.
Bubbles. He's all about the
Oh,
bubbles.
blunk.
Yeah, because that's the way he does it.
He does?
When he's drinking whiskey,
What?
he'll be like bloop, 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 bloop. He wants to see bubbles.
This thing has no cap. If you got one of those with the bubbler cap, this thing's just a...
No, he ain't got no bubbler cap. He's just drinking, he's guzzling it.
Oh, I got to see this.
What? You ain't never seen Ben
I-
drink whiskey?
No. Normally
I'll
he's
vouch
like,
for you, Ben.
Normally he's like, hey Tony, check out this old fashioned.
He likes to have his sipping whiskey too.
What?
I said he likes to have his sipping whiskey too.
Oh, okay. I need to check that out. That tasted good, but I don't remember what's in it.
An old fashioned is just a good quality, high quality whiskey, and you put a little bit of
Jack Daniels is high quality.
No, better than Jack Daniels.
Oh.
We're talking like $100 bottle stuff, you know.
So it tastes different, or it's just more expensive?
It's very good. It's smoother. It might have a different flavor on it depending on how it's made.
Okay.
And then you put what's it called? The sugar water stuff.
Syrup.
Simple syrup.
Okay.
That's what they call it.
Yeah.
So you
sugar water.
It's basically sugar water.
Okay.
Yeah. So whiskey, simple syrup, and then they smoke it.
Oh, that's the only difference? I thought it was just, can you do it without smoking it?
You can, but it's better with it when it's smoked. And he actually has a smoker.
No, I know he does, but can
Yeah.
you just take a couple bottles of stuff, throw it together, and that's one, or no?
A lot of times if you get them at a bar or something, yeah, they don't.
That's what I
smoke
mean,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
And then they put those badass cherries in there that are like $30 for this little bottle of cherries.
Mercurni.
Yeah. No.
Mercutio.
Ben, what are they called? He bought some.
Mariano?
No, I know what you're talking about. You're thinking of the red cherries, kind of like what we had in that stuff in there.
Yeah.
No, these are darker.
No, I know. It's almost.
And they're almost
it's
like
brownish.
eating meat or something, man. Oh God, those things are good. But a lot of times when you get old fashions, they'll have those cherries in it, a couple of those cherries in there. What are those cherries called, Ben? These things are awesome.
Uh-oh.
We found those cherries at
Lord
Fish
Benji's
City.
about to change our channel on us.
Change our channel?
Yeah.
Why?
He just asked a question.
Oh,
Gonna
what?
Change the whole topic.
Oh, uh-oh. What is it?
Do y'all think that aliens are gonna reveal themselves soon?
I sure as hell hope so.
I liked that response. I thought you were gonna say something completely wheels off and different.
Well, no, I'm just saying I really, really hope so, because when they do, the entire world as you know it will change for the better, I believe. Now, what happens if they do their false flag and pretend like aliens are attacking us? Yeah, that's gonna suck. But no, if true interdimensional,
Hold on.
interstellar beings reveal themselves to us.
You can't say interdimensional and interstellar.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say interdimensional. That's more like a spiritual thing versus an alien. I'm saying something that lives on
You're just not understanding what I'm saying. What I'm getting at. When I say interdimensional and interstellar meaning they're going to come from another part of the universe, right? Yep. Interdimensional meaning that's their form of travel. It's through alternate dimensions so that they can travel without moving instantaneously. That would be the only way they would be able to get here.
Oh, there's plenty of other ways.
Okay,
We're just barely out of the trees.
That would be the only efficient way of getting here.
I disagree.
Otherwise, you'd have to spend years and years and years in a.
No, I disagree.
Going at light speed.
1000% disagree.
Really? How are they going to get here?
So, okay, at one point in time, we humans said if you go 65 miles an hour, your face will rip off. We literally said that.
Right.
We believed that.
Yeah.
Because the only thing we knew was either running or maybe horses. And horses top speed like, what, 20 miles an hour? They said at 60 miles an hour, your face would rip off. Fast forward to the future, they said there's nothing faster than the speed of light.
Right.
I told some of my friends a long time ago, I said, no, there's got to be things faster than the speed of light. And he goes, no, nothing can travel faster than the speed of light. And I said, says who? And they go, Einstein? I was like, okay, granted, smart as fuck.
I mean, he's a pretty smart dude, but.
Not disagreeing. But we are barely out of the trees.
Right.
There's stuff that we just don't know and haven't figured out yet. And I think that if we give us another 1,000 years, 2,000, 3,000 years, we're going to figure out a lot of stuff.
Okay, well, the reason, would you like to know why I believe that?
Because of Einstein?
No, because of Stephen Greer. Because he has said that that's the way they travel. And he knows this from, whistleblowers and people that have had inside information and people that have actually
I know all about the dude.
So
I don't believe in half the stuff he says.
Well, he's probably the closest or the best source of information that we probably
Well,
have.
I'm saying if you're a guy that says, yeah, I know for a fact they travel interdimensionally.
No, I'm not saying I know
this
for a
stuff.
fact.
No, I'm saying Stephen Greer. I'm saying he
Okay.
says, I know for a fact they travel interdimensionally. This guy over here that I can't tell you told me. I'm like, yeah,
Now,
I don't
some
believe
of the people, though, he can tell you, and they will allow.
Right.
And he has the
But-
documentation that they have allowed to be released.
And
all
that
kind
type of stuff is fairly believable.
Right.
But I'm saying
And he
whenever
has
he
it all.
starts
Yeah.
saying stuff like this, you're like, all right, I don't believe that.
Well, but it's not
saying-
all like that. Some people don't want their names revealed because they're afraid
Right.
they're
I'm
going to
saying
kill their
I
families
believe
or
in
something.
20% of the stuff he says. That's all I'm getting at.
Okay. Well. Anyway, that's the main reason why I say interdimensional travel. Anyway, back to my point. Since they travel that way, and the propulsion systems that they would have to use to travel that way, and the energy requirements that they would need to travel that way, just the fact that they're here opens up so many questions about propulsion and energy that just the answer to those questions would change our lives like you would know. You can't even imagine. You know what I mean?
1,000,000% agree.
Yeah.
Other than, do I think they're here? I would love to believe yes, but I don't think so.
I think they've been here for about 80 years at least. Actually,
I don't.
I think they've probably been here since before we were here.
No, I don't.
Like the ancient civilizations that we're talking about.
No, I think that we, humans.
No, remember we were talking about the civilizations that were here
Yeah.
before and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that we were really, really sophisticated, knew a whole bunch of stuff, and then something
And then got
happened to
knocked back to the Stone Age.
something happened to our planet. Either we did it or a meteor or something we couldn't
A
defend.
great reset.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, we're cavemen again.
And now they keep talking about the great reset coming. Are we about to get
Well,
knocked back to the Stone Age again?
No, but I think the great reset is the poles shifting, and they are moving.
They've been talking about that a lot lately.
Well,
Yeah.
they're moving it like, they should have moved like I think 5%. They moved 40%, and they're saying that they're gonna flip, and the core stopped for a fraction of a second, like not too long ago for some stupid reason.
I saw something about that too. I'm not sure what to think about that. How does it stop for a fraction of a second
I don't know.
and then just go back again?
Why is it moving in the first place? I don't know. I can't explain. I'm not a scientist, but
Well, if there's no atmosphere to stop it, if you're spinning in space, and then of course you got those guys that'll laugh at you and go, "Oh, you think we're a little ball spinning around in space? That's funny."
well,
Yeah.
I can't even have conversations with those people. Yeah, I mean, you have to start at some.
Speaking of that, we really need to get Vic out here, man.
You have to start at some level ground where you understand each other.
Right.
But if you're saying, I don't believe anything any scientist has ever said, then I can't have that discussion.
Yeah, you can't even. Yeah, it's like there's no argument.
Don't believe in don't believe anything any scientist has said, any newspaper you've read, I'm like, so what do? You just make it up, or you choose what you believe in?
I
Because
saw another
I've known
interesting
many
one.
people that are like, no, I know what to pick out that's real, and I'm like, what?
Right.
So you get all this stuff thrown at you, but you somehow know what's real?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I did saw. There's this.
And that's how you answer. Okay.
There's this flat earther that keeps popping up in my Facebook feed. That he's fun to listen to. You know what I mean? He's just kind of cool.
Hey.
And the way he talks is just kind of. He's a young kid. He's got like super blue eyes, and he has this kind of.
Do you love his blue eyes?
No, he just stands. He stands out in my feed when he come across it. It's like, whoa, you know, like
Okay.
it's kind of Nephilim or something. But anyway, when he the way he talks is kind of funny too, because he's just like he'll be like, you know, and he'll kind of laugh things off, like, oh, you're one of those that think the
Yeah.
Earth is, you know. Anyway,
Yeah.
he's fun to listen to, and he brought a point up that I guess I would have to really go back and fact check to know whether it's true or not. But he was like, oh, so you think the Earth is round, right? And he's like, well, answer this question. He's like, look at flight patterns, international flight patterns,
Yep.
and look at how they travel.
Yep.
And he's like, so if you go from this point to this point, wouldn't it make sense to just fly over the North Pole and come to here? And then he's like, the flat patterns go, and they throw it out on a globe.
Every time I've heard one of those,
and it goes over here and then back around to here.
Every time I've heard one of those, they're 100% wrong.
So they're not correct.
No, they are 100% incorrect.
Okay. That's what I'm saying is I'd have to fact check it. He's like, because from here to here, you'd have to go.
One of the things I've heard is,
why would you go all the way around here to get to here when you could just go straight
one
across?
of the things I've heard is, and I'm gonna make this one super stupid, but you'll understand why. They'll say something so ridiculous. They're like, if you're going from Dallas to Los Angeles, wouldn't it make sense to go through the North Pole? And we're like, fucking no, it wouldn't. It doesn't make any sense.
No, but in some areas it might. Like depending on where you're at, the straight line would go across here. But then they also say you have all these flights and people going around the world like this. How come nobody has ever traversed the globe going through Antarctica like this?
I think it's the safest.
Maybe, I don't know, but it's a good question. Well, how come nobody's ever? Because like Richard Branson, he gets up in his balloon and just floats.
You want me to tell you why?
Why?
Which way does the Earth spin?
Probably. Yeah, because that's the inertia is going to get you that way faster.
No, it's the opposite. You want to go against. If the Earth's rotating this way, you want to go this way so you get there faster.
Oh, because it's coming around to you.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, good point.
And if it's spinning this way and you try to go this way, you have to go 10,000, a million more miles. I don't know however many it is.
No, that's a good point. Yeah. So they're always, when they're doing that, they're always going to fly west.
Well, hold on
No,
a
I think
second.
Richard Branson flew east.
Well, hey, hold on a second.
Because that's the way the wind patterns took it.
If you just go like this, oh, I know why it is.
Why?
Because you're going to get fucked up by the poles. So if you're thinking, I'm going to leave the North Pole.
And then go all the way to the South Pole and back around.
They should be stationary, right? We'll
Yes.
just say those points are stationary. However, as you're going, you would expect to fly over. You have to set a flight path, right? I'm going to make this point to this point.
Wow.
However, the Earth has moved.
So you're going to end up flying a corkscrew.
You're going to fly in a straight line, but it's going to look like a corkscrew.
Because of the Earth is passing under you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you would go, I'm going to go from the North Pole to Texas to South America, but all of a sudden you're North Pole over the Pacific Ocean
Right.
and over Hawaii.
Yeah.
Because
Hey, maybe that's why some of those flight paths look messed up.
yeah,
Is because they're not taking into account the rotation of the Earth
You have to.
on a 15-hour flight.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or the flight paths are probably more screwed up
Well, because in a 15-hour
because
flight,
it's not a direct flight. It's I need to stop 3 times
that could be
because
it too.
I want to pick up passengers. Chances are
That's
you're
why
not-
I'm saying it would be interesting to fact. In fact, we should do that one day.
Yeah, you're not
We
just-
should fact check that. Look
Yeah,
up flight patterns and
Yeah,
shit.
you're not just flying from
We can
New York
debunk
to
that shit for
LA.
sure.
Yeah, you're not flying from LA to New York for no reason. You're going through Texas, picking up passengers, dropping people off. You're doing all that. That shit's expensive.
Hey, you know what we should do? And we could totally make this part of our channel too.
Hold on. Just random debunks that have nothing to do with camping.
Well, specifically this because we're talking about this all the time.
Hold on, real quick. Let's see. I want to see bubbles. Do y'all think aliens are gonna reveal? Hold on. We said yours. Mine.
I'm just saying I really hope so because
No, I
of the
don't think so.
technological advances that would come along with that.
Oh, I'd love it.
You know what I
Just
mean?
like the microwave. And by the way,
Velcro.
Velcro. Benji, if you haven't watched it, watch the last season. I think it's like season 10 of American Horror
he's seen it.
Story.
He's the one that told me about it.
Oh, he did see it. Okay.
Yeah, he's seen it.
Absolutely amazing.
That was cool.
Especially when
True
they go,
story.
hey, here's a microwave.
It's a documentary.
That's what you said to me when I asked you if you've seen it.
It's a documentary.
Let's see. Leoxardo, not sure what Ben was talking about. We're the aliens, DP aliens are good. You have to dismiss Einstein.
That's the thing is you have
Universe-
to understand aliens, except for the reptilians, are all looking out for our best interest. And the main reason they're here is to save us from ourselves because of our nuclear capabilities. So you're not going to shoot them down and they're not going to attack us. They're going
Okay.
to protect us if anything.
Okay, so Benji said, explain how the pyramids were made. So you mind if I take a stab at this first?
Go for it.
All right. So you have to think in multiple schools of thought, right? So the first school of thought is, what do they call them? They call them geologists, archaeologists. They call them mainstream archaeologists. So the mainstream archaeologists, meaning they get paid to look up stuff, to dig and do all this stuff.
And that has to be funded by somebody.
It has to be funded. So if somebody writes a paper and says, the pyramids were built 4,500 years ago, we know because we've dug here, here, and here, and we look and we see all this stuff. If somebody comes later by possibly that same organization and says, hey, I believe they're not 4,500 years, I think they're 12,000 years old.
1,000.
A whole bunch of people start mocking them, first of all, saying, hey, don't say that.
Because they don't want to be wrong.
They don't want to be wrong. It was this other guy's life work, and he's either dead or he's still alive. Either way, it makes our organization look
Or
bad.
our funding goes away.
Yeah, so hey, if you say that, we're going to blackball you, you're never going to work again, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So there's
It's all
that
about
side.
the money.
There's that mainstream archaeology. And so
Right.
mainstream archaeology will say that the pyramids were built 4,500 years ago by the
Egyptians.
the dynastic Egyptians that say they built these, they knew it, they knew all this stuff. However, a lot of research has gone into the non-mainstream, meaning
Right.
these people that are
And they're
either
all
solely
shunned for
funded.
it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh,
thank
they're
God
trying
for
to
the
blackball
internet.
them.
Yeah.
They're going onto their wiki sites and locking them and saying
Right.
that this guy smokes crack and all
Yeah.
just stupid stuff, to debunk this guy. But there's a bunch of them that say they're not 4,500 years old. Some of them are saying they're 12,000 years old, not even made by the ancient Egyptians,
Right.
made by whoever was here before the Egyptians were. So
Which would also account for why there's no hieroglyphics in the pyramids, only around them.
Well, there's hieroglyphic, yeah, that writing's outside. There's paintings on the inside that depicts some stuff. But
Right.
if you look at a lot, and I'll tell you, so there's I'll send you a link. Maybe I'll post a link in this, in the comments here. But there's a Joe Rogan featuring these two dudes that go
was a good
through
one.
a lot of this. And one of the things they talk about is just the sheer weight of some of these. Like the obelisk was, I think he said, 2,000 tons. So that's like 4 million pounds.
It's like even today's technology, we don't have the equipment to move that.
No,
Yeah.
we don't. And so what they're saying is that they think there was a extremely advanced civilization that left the planet somehow, probably.
That goes back to what you were talking about a minute ago.
What?
They went back to the Stone Age somehow.
Yeah. So either maybe they had nuclear weapons or something way superior than that, and blew each other up.
Maybe a
or,
meteor hit and killed everyone.
an asteroid hit our planet and blew it up. And there's things you can't prepare for. So go up and look up Darren Cuyu. Darren Cuyu is a spot, I think it's in Peru, where there are caves that 20,000 people could live in.
Yeah.
20,000. And they were architected to where, so if, like, say, a bunch of us...
Architected?
Yeah, designed. In such a
I'm
way...
just messing with you.
What, is that the wrong word?
I think so. I don't know. I've never heard that word before.
Did I use the wrong word?
Maybe. I don't know. I've just never heard that word before.
What?
Architected. Architected?
That's not a word?
I don't think so. I don't know. We'll have to look it up.
So you can be an architect, but something can't be architected? That does sound funny now
I
that
like
say
it though.
Hold on. We got to look this up. I got to look it up right now.
I don't know, but I like it. Architect.
Because you're right. It's designed, but let's
Right,
see
yeah.
if... Yeah, it's the
is
past
it?
tense. Man, this guy is
Okay.
such an
I
idiot.
stand corrected. Okay.
Yeah.
Architect. I've never heard that word before.
Yeah, it's the past tense of you can architect something, which is to design something.
Okay.
And
I've just never heard it used that
And when
way.
you're done doing it, you've just
Architected it.
So, anyways, yeah, it was architected in such a way to where, so if you go too low, so carbon dioxide weighs much more than regular oxygen. Oxygen sits up here, carbon dioxide sits down here. If you get too much in a spot, you suffocate, right?
Correct.
So they had vents and fans and all sorts of stuff. This thing went down, I think like 20 layers deep, could hold 20,000 people, and the spot is called Darankuyu. So take a look at that. But as for the pyramids, I'm thinking all of the tests we've done where they're like, hey, we can take this 10-ton thing and move it.
Yeah.
We'll get trees and put them on there. Well, that works up to a certain point. Let's call it 150 tons, maybe even 300 tons.
Right.
But
2,000?
at 2,000 tons, it's going to turn whatever it's resting on.
Yeah,
into
if you put a
dust.
tree under it, it's just going to crush it.
It's going to turn to dust.
Yeah.
You don't have enough support there
Right.
from that type of material back in that age to support this type of movement.
So they're probably levitating that with sound waves or something.
Sound waves, some form of anti-gravity,
Right.
or maybe they had a cat, right, where it would pick it up hydraulically and move it.
And just bat it off the edge of the
It was
world or
just
something.
better than our cats that we got now, and it's it's just
That
different.
kind of cat. I was thinking like that.
Oh no, I was talking like caterpillar.
Like a big ass cat.
No, I was thinking like a caterpillar. Like you get one of those giant
the
caterpillars.
Sphinx, man. That's why they got the Sphinx out front.
Well, and that's the other thing. They say the Sphinx.
They
So,
changed its head or something?
It's a giant cat and has a pharaoh's head on it.
Yeah.
But the pharaoh's head looks way newer. There's all this studying they've
Yeah,
done where
like they changed it.
where there was water. So in a time where the Sahara probably had a lot more water and that region had a lot more rainfall, they show erosion marks on it, but not on the head. So they're thinking that comes from a time where there was probably a lot of rainfall, downpour, a lot of erosion, and then something maybe 10,000 years later, some pharaoh goes, put my head on there.
Yeah. Because that's how I roll. Yeah.
Let's see.
So yeah, to answer the question, they were probably built by a much more advanced civilization that was around before we were.
Hey, we just got cherries and scoops.
Cherries and scoops.
Cherries and scoops.
3 scoops and 1 scoop of juice.
2 cherries, 1 scoop, please.
2 cherries, 1 scoop.
Hey, so Benji, you're probably not wrong. Benji said, I think Giants helped build that. Did you see
Maybe.
the link I sent you the other day?
Yeah, you look at some of that stuff and you got staircases that are like huge.
No, did you see the link I sent you with the giant boulders stacked on top of each
Yeah,
other?
yeah. How'd that get there?
It looked like when you're hiking a trail and you take a little rock and put it on
Yeah,
there.
you love bounce.
These things are 100-ton stones all stacked up just on top of each other.
And then there's those 2 little ones at the bottom.
Crazy.
Yeah. How'd that get there? That's not erosion.
Cherries and scoops.
Cherries and scoops.
Hey, by the way, Taco, Taco. In the video, not next week's video, but the week after that, we talk about cherries and scoops.
Cherries and scoops. Dang.
Which, and to give you guys just a little heads up, I know Taco, you've seen this. Dana, you've seen this. I don't think the rest has seen this, but there's actually 6 of us out here in our video in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So very cool video. You guys won't want to miss it.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
All right, so we talked about some Egyptians. Dana said, don't explain that. I don't know. That's just my thought. I do firmly believe that we, as humans, weren't the first humans here.
Right.
Some other race, let's call them humans
Yeah.
for now. It was us.
Yeah.
And I've talked to Steve, if our planet gets blown away right now, right? Let's say Putin gets crazy, launches a few nukes, we launch a few back, the world's done, except for there's me and Steve. We're not
Right.
building any satellites.
Our technology is going to disappear.
Yeah. We're
All the
going back
hard
to
drives are going to deteriorate.
hard drives are going to turn
All
into
the
dust
data
within
is
the
going
next.
to go away.
We'll say 100 years, they're gone, unusable. Within the next 1,000 years, probably 1,000 years, they're dust. They're
Right.
literally, you're going to rust. All the components are gone. There's going to be zero history of the United States.
Right.
Zero.
Man, I'm in a bad spot here, dude. Woo.
Now, the one thing I do find weird, and I will talk a little tiny bit about the conspiracy theory here, is those Georgia Guidestones disappearing. That was weird.
Now, wait a minute. Tell me about that.
So the Georgia Guidestones, if you look, there's a place in Georgia where they had these giant pillars, looks like
You talking about in Washington?
Stonehenge.
Oh, Stonehenge, yeah.
Looks like Stonehenge. And on them, it read like how to reset civilization, or how to build a civilization if it was ever reset.
Okay.
Right? So it guided you on a path. Hey, we were here. Here's what you need to do. Only have so many babies. Only do this, this, and that.
Right.
And that got blown up. Now, the weird thing about it is it got blown up on federal land. And the next day, we bulldozed it. We didn't try to fix it. We didn't just put tape around it.
Right.
There was no investigation.
Right.
Hey, somebody blows up it.
Well, how about the state fair?
Somebody blows something
Or
up
world fairs?
on our federal land, and there's no investigation. They blew up. I don't know if you can call it a monument, but they blew up something very
Yeah, historical landmark.
historic. Yeah, I don't know when that thing was built, but and maybe somebody in our government just said, "Hey, you know what? We don't agree with that," because it did talk about only have so many babies and things like that. Maybe someone in government said, "Just get rid of it." But I do think it was weird that it was not too long ago.
Well, that's kind of like what I was telling you, that thing I saw about the world fairs.
Which one's that? With Tesla, like those world fairs?
Yeah. Because it's like, okay, I got to run a generator over here and have a cable coming
Yeah, but
so that we can plug our lights in.
He knew some stuff we don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So where is it?
Well, he knew some stuff we don't know.
No, they took his patents. He patented all of it.
No.
And they seized him and hid him.
No, you know what happened was Exxon or something like that
Right.
grabbed him. They're like, man, you're
Yeah,
trying to give away free stuff. We're trying to make a buck here.
Exactly.
No,
yeah.
I'm going to buy that. I'll give you, back in that day's time, it was probably $10. It's worth $10 billion now, right?
Yeah.
They're like, hey, we'll give you 10 whole
Price-
dollars.
It's priceless now.
It completely is priceless. But yeah.
But,
have
but-
you watched The Man Who Fell to Earth?
No.
I would say watch it.
Okay.
Because in like the first episode or two, this guy's basically talking about an unlimited energy.
Yeah.
And in that, they've got this one guy that's a risk analysis person. And he goes, oh, I don't want to have anything to do with that. And they were like, why not? And he goes, could you imagine Exxon goes out of business, this goes out of business, blah, blah, blah goes out of business. The stock market completely crashes. He goes, if oil goes down, the stock market completely crashes. World's in disarray, blah, blah. And he goes, but it'll save you. He goes, you're on a path right now. By 2033, you guys are going to be non-existent.
Right.
He goes, but if you change it, and he was still like, yeah, I don't want to have anything to do with that.
See, that's just a bad way of thinking, I think. Because, yeah, change can sometimes be painful, but it still it doesn't mean it's wrong. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But
and
is
yes,
it, is
this
it
type
wrong
of change,
if you're a billionaire and you go down to a zero in there?
you're not going to, though. If you're a billionaire, you've got $1 billion.
Well,
$1 billion is enough to last
like
you.
I don't think Elon really has 150 billion.
He's
it's all
worth
wrapped up.
that in stocks.
Yeah.
and
So
all
if
that,
his
yeah.
companies go to zero, what has he got? $12? I mean, I don't know.
Well, it depends on whether you care about the human race surviving or not, or whether you care about people dying all over the planet every day just because so you can be a billionaire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a tough one because I'm not a billionaire. Hard to answer that question. Because
Okay.
usually billionaires, all they care about is
Themselves.
making another billion.
Themselves, yeah. Even though you've got more money than you will ever spend in your life.
yeah.
Just like Elon spent 43 billion on Twitter.
Yeah.
He's
Which
just
is
like,
really screwed up because I got it for free on the App Store.
hey, Ben said two things. How many people can we do a live with if I come out there? So
As many as we want.
we do need to figure out a mic situation.
True.
We'll figure that out.
Well, we have at least 4, but I don't know how we would.
No, it's possible that I can plug this into an external, and then we can just like
We'll get like a boom mic or something like that.
something.
Yeah,
we'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's not a big deal.
And then Ben said, Steve, you need more wood on the fire.
Yeah,
Look at that. You said hop to it, and he's doing it.
I'll do it.
All right. So good questions, Lord Benji. What? And based on that, what are your thoughts? I want to know what you think. So two things.
Oh, yeah.
Where do you think, or explain how you think the pyramids were made? Was I in line with what you were thinking, or do you think the ancient Egyptians made them?
You think they architected them?
That's not a word. You're a fraud. I can't believe you challenged me on my vocabulary.
I've just never heard it used that way before.
I'm sorry.
No, that's good. I just learned something.
This pleb. Have you ever heard of a pleb?
No.
There's 2 words you've never heard before.
Heard of a pueblo?
No, pleb. P-L-E-B.
Pleb?
Pleb.
Pleb.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Can't
You're
say
going to have
that
to
I
look it up because you're a pleb.
I'm a pleb. Nice. More wood on the fire. We're going to have to go get more wood here soon. We're about to eat up the last of it here pretty soon.
Okay, so Benji thinks aliens helped, at least.
That's a common...
See, I don't think it had anything to do with aliens. I think it was people here on Earth that were way advanced, way more advanced than we are now.
I would say I would be on the fence on that one as far as, yeah, maybe it could be what you're saying, or it could have been alien intervention, or possibly a little bit of both. Like alien intervention on a superior race long before we knew that they were here. Like maybe a little bit of all of the above, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Have you ever watched Battlestar Galactica?
Battlestar Galactica, that's an old one.
Have you ever seen the remake, the new one?
No, I have not.
It is phenomenal.
Really?
No.
I remember I watched it
No,
when I was
Steve,
a kid.
It is phenomenal.
Hmm.
You need to watch it. And you watch all episodes, and you will realize how we got here.
Really?
Yes.
Cool. I'm
We
gonna have
were
to check
out in
that out.
space, and we landed on a planet called Earth.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, look how much better it's burning. Thank you, Ben.
Good job, Ben.
Yeah, that was a good call.
Um,
Because now it's not making as much smoke. It was bothering me there for a minute ago.
and Benji asked, y'all made any mods to the fire tent? So did you watch the tent video, first of all? So that one just released on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys haven't seen that, I'm going to give a big one of these. Shame, shame, shame. Everybody knows your name.
Shame.
Because
Shame.
Castellano was out here today.
Yeah.
And he's talking about fire tents. I said, we just posted a video on that. And he was like, you did?
Oh, I haven't seen it. Shame.
Shame. Shame. We need like a shame stick or something.
We got that one.
Yeah, so if you haven't watched the hot tent video, it came out Thursday. Check that one out.
And to answer his question, yes, there has been mods to it. These little bitty stickers that you had to put in there.
I haven't. So, oh, dude, I saw some green lights over there. I was like, what is that?
That's the generator.
Yeah. Yeah, so there was a bit of a, what would you call it?
I think all the little sparks that fly off.
No.
Huh?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, the little sparks that fly off are going up the chimney, like so, and coming out and then landing. I guess they cooled up and
Wherever
then
they
landing on
land.
top of the tent.
Yeah.
And burning these tiny little holes in the tent all around.
So,
Yeah.
wouldn't necessarily call it a modification, but
A repair.
a more of a tent repair, how to, what to do if this happens to you. That video will be out. Shit, that's probably gonna be 2 months before I get that out.
Got so many.
Got
yeah.
a lot of videos to go through. I mean,
Yeah.
literally the last 2 I edited, because we kind of do a thing where I do one, Steve does one, vice
Yeah.
versa. So every week we've got new content coming out. I am gonna try, possibly. I'm not positive yet. Depends. I got a lot of
to 2 videos. Is that what you're about to say?
maybe 2 videos a week, or maybe at least 3 videos every 2 weeks. That might be more realistic.
Right.
But something more than just a video a week. But I've got a lot of writing to do, so I don't know if I can do that just yet. And some of the latest videos are very complex, meaning we're not just shooting some stuff and
It's not
putting
like
it
just a
together
review
quick.
or something,
Yeah, it's not
yeah.
just a review. It's like we're doing a lot of writing. We've got scenes, we've got scene collection, and then all the posts. There's a lot of stuff going on. So, and we've got quite a few of those going on. So I am going to try to get that out, but I think that hot tent mod, it's probably going to be a while. I mean, it might be a couple months before that one comes out, because I've got a lot of content before then. Are y'all going to see that movie called 65 million?
Yes.
Of course.
Heck yeah.
I think I don't know how they knew I would like that, but
know, but that
they
looked
sent it to
great.
me like the day it came out. Yeah. It's got not Obi-Wan. What's his
That
name?
looks good. No, it's the guy from
Calhoun Ray. Ray.
Ray. Kylo. Kylo Ren. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got Kylo Ren playing that.
Yeah.
What's his name? David?
I don't know his name, but he's been in a lot of stuff recently.
He's been in a ton of stuff.
Yeah, so he's that since Star Wars. He's been really getting out there and doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he's in a ton of
and
stuff.
He's a pretty good actor. I like him.
He is a good actor.
He's got a real look to him. You know?
I personally thought he was the wrong character for Kylo Ren.
They made him look like a pussy.
Not only that, his character throwing a fit and
Right,
stuff.
that's what I mean.
I was like, wait, so you're this
And then
dude?
sometimes he wears a mask and sometimes he doesn't.
And
it's like, okay, what do you pick one, dude?
He only wore the mask for
because
like 5
his grandfather
seconds,
did.
I didn't like his
that was
character,
kind of weird.
But
yeah.
I thought it was the wrong actor for that role. Not only the wrong actor, but the way he portrayed it with throwing a fit and stuff. I'm like, why are you throwing a fit?
Yeah, he'd get pissed off.
You're a grown-ass man, dude.
Well, they were trying to portray him allowing his anger to get the best of him, which is the trademark of the dark side. Is they feed off anger. That's what they were trying to get across with that. Is he let his anger get the best of him? Because he would get mad.
You just look like a chump to me.
And it did. Yeah, it kind of made him look like a titty baby throwing a temper tantrum.
Yeah, it wasn't just anger. He was throwing a little tantrum.
Yeah.
Because if you're that exalted, like, you should have like control of your emotions.
It's like, don't just tear up the freaking room in here with your lightsaber. Go kill one of your minions or something like Vader did.
Go blow up a planet.
Right.
Use the Death Star. Bang! Adam Driver, that's right. Yep. Yeah. He's
but overall, though, I like the dude. He's got a interesting look to him, you know. Yeah. Yeah, when those stormtroopers are walking into the room and he starts tearing shit up, they just turn around and walk away.
Yeah,
they're like, bad time.
Not this again.
But I'll talk to you later. It's not that important.
Yeah, no, that one, I don't know. That was such a weird character.
Yeah.
Weird character trait. Because even though like Vader was dark side and stuff, he didn't have temper tantrums.
No, when he got mad, he like unleashed some shit on him.
Isn't the trait of a badass.
Right. Yeah, when Vader got mad, he killed some people. Yeah.
But he was calm. He was like this.
Right. He just force choke you or something, you know. Like, I find your...
I don't believe in the Force.
yeah. I find your lack of faith disturbing. Yeah.
Wow. His collar shut off.
Yeah, that thing doesn't last very long, does it?
No, so that'll be in one of our videos.
That'll be
That's going to be a negative review in one of the videos.
Yeah, that thing does not last long at all.
I bought Alien a light-up collar, USB chargeable.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be able to see it from 300 yards away.
And you can. We saw it way through the woods.
It is great.
Yeah. But it only lasts 2 hours.
Maybe it's closer to 4.
Oh,
but
you think?
They said the thing said 8 hours. And I was like, okay, that's going to be enough for us to hang out.
Call BS on that.
All night.
Yeah.
No, it's 4 tops.
See, how do they get away with that?
Maybe if it's on one of the blink modes or something. it'll last 4 hours.
Oh, they're stretching it.
Or
yeah.
maybe if it's in 70 degrees in
optimum conditions.
in blink mode, yeah. Oh, you're in 30 degrees? Yeah, it'll last 45 minutes, man.
Well,
You got lucky with 4 hours.
yeah.
All right.
Maybe, yeah. See, why can't they just tell the truth with stuff, man?
Well, they might be. But they are going to get a stern letter from me.
No.
So, and that will be that collar that's kind of showcased in that video. So the Muttley being out here with me, that's going to be a video. I'm going to showcase a little bit about the, what is that? The REI Kingdom 4 tent, his collar, and then there's a lot of antics that go into that one.
Well, and the fact
in the
that
tent.
you've got the trail cam now,
Yeah.
and you had that picking you up.
Oh,
all
it is
night.
going to be funny.
Yeah.
It is going to be funny. He was beating me up, dude. He's
I
like,
can't
hey,
wait.
man.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
That's funny.
And
we got some trail cam footage from Huntsville too. That was pretty
yeah,
funny.
so do you think you're going to have that video out this week?
Man, I'm gonna try really hard, dude.
I mean, you better make a decision now on what you're going to work on.
No, when we get back,
It's
I'm
Huntsville?
gonna jump on it. And
Okay.
I'm gonna make it happen.
All right. So you guys can expect to see our Huntsville, not Huntsville Park review, but the Huntsville paranormal chasing in camping review this weekend. Again, we did choose that location for a specific reason. We'll go into that in the video.
Yeah, my mom said she heard there was ghost stories, and I looked it up, and sure enough, there's ghost stories.
Yeah.
And we talked to the park people about it.
Yeah, you're going to have to wait to...
They pointed us to the specific site where they hear the
Yeah, you're going to have to
complaints.
wait until the video comes out, but that'll be out this Thursday.
Yeah. So, yeah, that'll be good times, yeah. Cool place, too. I like that place. Lots of trees.
Tons of trees.
Because a lot of parks you go like that, it's like being in a parking lot.
Yeah.
You know, and it just sucks. But there, man, it was just, it was in the wilderness.
Tons of trees everywhere.
I like that a lot. And even when I looked at it on an aerial, I could tell it was going to be nice because it's just, and we picked that site that was just right next to acres and acres of just nothing but trees. You know?
Yeah, and some of the videos that we're going to do probably as it starts warming up and we get less true camp time. Like I plan on visiting a lot of the mountain bike trails in the area, recording them all like in depth, making really nice videos for those.
Yeah.
Lord Benji, I challenge you.
Oh yeah.
To come out there with me.
Yeah, because he's got a little.
You
he
think
ain't even got a pedal on his.
Actually, I don't know if those bikes are allowed in there.
Really?
Like they're considered like stage 1, 2, 3, 4 bikes, and the ones you pedal are all right. I think going out there with a moped.
It's totally fine as long as you don't get caught.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll have to get me a bike too, and we can all go.
Yeah. It's good times, man. But I plan on doing some good writing for those and making sure.
Because that would be very
people
cool.
understand
Yeah, I
the
love
different
riding
parts.
those trails and everything like that. But yeah, I just need a new bike because my Huffy from back in the 70s just ain't gonna cut it, dude.
Oh, you got a 70s Huffy?
Yeah.
All right. You get it out the lingerie catalog?
Yeah, the banana seat, you know.
That's awesome. All right, it's 11:30. Do we want to keep going? Do you want to?
I don't know. Does anybody else have any comments?
Looks like we've got 7 on right now.
Because normally
It's
we
up
go
to these
to,
guys.
but then will stay on if
Yeah,
if
you guys have more stuff,
I'll
we
stay
wanna
on
talk
here.
on the keychain there.
Well, that's where I keep my keys. On the keychain.
Here comes a bubble. I didn't see a bubble. What's the look on that face? Whoa, that's Fireball, dude. That's like what I drank in junior high.
I know.
Maybe elementary school.
I'm not a big straight whiskey fan, man.
This isn't whiskey.
Sure it is.
Oh, it is whiskey.
Cinnamon flavored whiskey.
I thought it was Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid. I don't know. Strong stuff like that, just my body will reject it, man. Rejected.
No, so
You still have your head mod on?
my head mod,
Yeah.
I took it off for the show.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna release that in a future video.
Because that was brilliant.
Thank you.
I was like, what'd you do?
You're welcome. You're welcome. No, babe. The keys should be on the keychain, or on the key thing there. So. Oh yeah. So we need to do a couple videos on, not how-tos, but like hacks. That's one of them.
Hacks are good.
Right? That
Yeah.
one definitely. Hey, if you don't have a trapper hat, for one thing, get you a trapper
Gotta
hat.
have a trapper
Dude,
hat, dude.
these things are so warm.
For wintertime, man.
You might look like an idiot.
Yeah, I don't care. at this point.
Until, hey, look, you look like an idiot. You put it on, you look like an idiot for a minute, and then people are like,
Why is it so cold out here?
Wait,
I feel
wait.
fine, dude.
that dude got a trapper hat on? And then you turn from idiot to envy.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I got one first, and then you had to go get one.
No, I've had this for years.
I know, but you never wore it out here. And
No,
I was
I
talking
didn't think
about
about
mine.
it.
Well, I was talking about mine all the time. I was like, I had it and I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
So finally, I just went and bought a new one.
No, I just wore
Yeah.
mine like whenever it was snowy out. But you started bringing it before it was snowy.
Well, it's just because it was cold, and I wanted.
You
You,
know
were
what-
always wearing the beanies and stuff. and
Yeah,
I
no.
kept borrowing your beanies.
You know what I'm wondering? I think
What?
I could put this on the alien
Maybe.
because it snaps right here.
Yeah.
I think when we go traverse the woods, he's getting a new hat.
Maybe.
Look
well,
at
and it's
that.
good when you're
Look
sleeping.
at that.
You can pin it on like that.
What?
When you're sleeping.
What?
So that it doesn't slip off your head while you're sleeping. You know?
Yeah, and then you turn Russian. Right
Yeah. You totally look Russian when you put it up like that.
Hey, fireballs.
Fireball. But yeah, it's good stuff, man. But I had one when I was driving the truck because I was always in some cold areas having to get out and load those boats up and stuff. And I was freezing. So I had a hat like this to wear when I was doing that. And then when I stopped, I put it in a closet somewhere and I couldn't find it. It's probably still sitting somewhere in my house. I don't know where the hell it is. So, but that's
Benji.
okay because this one matches our chairs now.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
You should have got me a white one, a white chair.
Well, it's kind of a free, you know.
I'm gonna
so.
paint it.
You're gonna paint it?
This thing's getting painted. Hey, so Benji, hey, I love having you on this. He's always coming up with good topics, good ideas. He just says it would be cool if you guys got some throwing axes out there and set up some targets.
Oh yes.
Okay.
That's a great idea. Heck
I just bought a new hatchet, only because I wanted to do a test between an Iraqi, what do you got? Kukri? Iranian or Iraqi? I think it's Iraqi, right?
I'm not sure.
Or the good old American hatchet.
Hatchet. I've got a little hatchet over
And
there too.
I got one.
It's sharp.
I think you're gonna have to sharpen mine. Mine's pretty sharp, but I don't think it's
Well,
sharp.
yeah, we got the sharpener. We can put them on the sharpener.
But I think we need to do kukri versus hatchet.
But that-
I'm gonna say I think the hatchet probably wins.
You think?
So here's my thought on that. The kukri, you're watching these shows alone and afraid in the woods and naked and afraid and all that stuff, and they all bring the kukri.
This kukri is always the one they pick.
I
Yeah.
get it. However,
It's versatile.
I would say
That's
that
why.
if you look at 90% of like the loggers and people that, what do they got?
Yeah,
in
they're
their
not going to
woodshed?
be using a kukri.
They've
yeah.
got a hatchet, but why? Because it's super versatile. It's got a hammer on the backside. It's got a hat. It's got an axe on it. I
Yeah.
think that the kukri people will probably bring in, maybe because it's lighter. Maybe I don't know, but I think
Mine's not light.
it's not terribly light.
Mm.
But I would say just the weight distribution of a hatchet. You got this big heavy thing right here, and like
Well, I think
I'm
that's
thinking
why.
it wins. I'm thinking it wins.
I think that's why the kukri is shaped that way, is to put more weight out on the end.
Yeah, definitely.
For cutting bigger
But
trees.
I'm thinking the
But
axe
then
wins.
it's also got smaller inner blade to where you can sharpen sticks and things.
Yeah, you just hold it up higher.
On
On the axe, you just hold it up higher.
right, but I'm just thinking that's why
We're gonna have a kukri hatchet hookup.
And we'll have to really look into that too. But when you're looking at chopping down a tree, in order to gauge that right, it would really have to be the same person using it. Because one person might just be better at chopping or have a stronger swing or
Yeah,
something
you're saying
like
I
that.
might be stronger than you?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, if you're trying to compare them, it's like you would have to use both of them.
The only reason I even said that was if you look at like what's in everyone's garage in America, you're going to find.
Well, that's because everyone isn't thinking about being in a survival situation.
No, but I'm just saying, well, it could be good marketing on whoever created the axe or hatchet, or
no, they're a good tool. It's a good tool.
It could be a superior tool.
It could be. Yeah. But yeah, I think they.
I used it to hammer those pegs into the ground there.
Yeah.
The tent stakes.
Yeah.
We got this hard ass ground out here.
Yeah.
I don't know. For some of you that may not be super familiar, Steve and I camp out in the middle of a rock. It's literally this ground is as hard as concrete. We have to use drillable stakes.
We use an impact wrench
just to get our stakes into the ground.
It's like rock climbing shit, man.
Yeah, and we've used hammers to
we
get
need to
our
get one of
normal
those that you
stakes, and
put
they just bend.
We need to get one of those rigs where you put the 12 gauges in and go boom.
Yeah.
Like they hammer into concrete with. Yeah, but no, I think the kukri is just a really good survival tool because it can be used in so many different ways, you know. And I know you're saying the same thing about a hatchet. I know you're saying the same thing about a hatchet, but that is interesting. Now, I have seen people on Naked and Afraid bring hatchets.
I don't see why they wouldn't.
Right.
It's got a hammer on one side.
Of course, I've also seen people bring duct tape as their one thing.
Maybe you first start off with something to cover your nuts.
Funny you should say that.
Probably make a diaper and then a pair of shoes, or vice versa.
No, it's funny you should say that because the dude that brought the duct tape was a complete idiot, dude. Yeah. And you know what the first thing he made out of duct tape was?
Hey, Bose, I got tools. I come up with new things I got to create just so I can go out and buy new tools. Dana got on to me the other day. She was like, do you realize every time you come up with something new, you go out and buy a new tool? I'm like, I need the tool to do that thing. You gotta have the right
tools for the job, man. Yeah. No, but the first thing that dude made with his duct tape was a bra for the girl that he was with.
He didn't want her to feel uncomfortable? Okay.
But
so
that was...
he used...
No, actually...
Hey, you know how much I would have went, here's one, here's two.
You got little X's?
Here, no, one for each. There you go. You got, that's yours, and then maybe a third one.
No, actually, he was trying to make something else, and the girl saw him making it and picked it up and went, this would make a good bra. So he finished it as a bra.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
And half his roll of duct tape's gone.
Yeah. How survival is that?
Yeah.
Come on. He was an idiot. He didn't make it.
So what you're saying is chivalry is dead. Yes. You shouldn't have. Hey, you're trying to win a
survival competition. Yeah, you don't make your partner a bra.
Yeah.
Use up all your resources on a bra.
Hold on. I'll make myself one too.
Yeah. Little loincloth. Woo. Whatever. Yeah. Shoes. Make shoes for your girl, not a bra.
Yeah.
Because those are going to be way more useful.
Yeah.
Especially in Africa.
All right. What else we got?
Chivalry's dead.
So we need to do that test, but I will say the
that's a good. That is a good point though, because I tend to agree with you. Axes or hatchets as a good survival tool, man. You can do a lot
when
with
you
them.
Need to shave it, you grab it up high.
Yeah, sure. You can use it like a knife or whatever. And I've seen survival type axes that have like other types of things on them, like bottle openers and
sure,
like that one that
I just bought one. It's from the Indians. It's called the miliwake.
Miliwake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Axe.
That's an Indian for axe.
No, that's the brand. It's miliwake.
Oh, Milwaukee. It took me a second.
Miliwake.
Okay.
Have you seen that movie?
No.
Wayne and Garth. What is it? and they go and meet Alice Cooper, and they talk. Hey, we're from Milwaukee, and he goes, oh no, it's actually Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, yeah. Okay. Now I've seen it, but it was so long ago, I forgot about that part.
Get you one. Hurry up.
But yeah, that would be a good comparison though, because that kukri that I have is a very high quality kukri, and to get a really good axe or hatchet, and let's just pick.
That's what I'm saying. So you're $150.
Like in a survival situation, what do you need to do? You're going to need to chop down saplings.
Yeah. So your $150 kukri versus my $30 hatchet, with a lifetime guarantee, by the way.
Yeah, but mine was made by little pygmies in New Guinea. God bless their souls.
Mine was made in Milwaukee.
In Milwaukee.
Let's see. Oh, Benji just asked, would you ever bring your telescope? So I do have, actually, I've got a badass
A really good
telescope.
one,
Have
yeah.
you seen it?
Yeah, I saw it in your office.
Yeah, I've got a badass telescope, and I want to bring it out here.
It actually does tracking and all that stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can put it on a planet or something.
It'll
sit there
follow
and watch it so you
That's
can do
awesome.
some good astrophotography.
Can you hook up your camera to it and all that?
The answer is yes. So there's just this little mod you get that you pull off so there's a viewfinder that comes off here, right? However, that viewfinder has a magnification to it.
Right.
So if you pull that off,
You have to get another magnification to put your camera on.
and the bad thing is they don't make those. So now you're putting your camera up against the telescope. So let's say with the magnification you get 1,000 times. So the moon looks, I mean, you can see craters and stuff. But once you hook your camera up to it, maybe it's 10 times.
Well, you just have to bust out some lenses and make your own with the 3D printer or something.
Do something, just
An
I'll
adapter.
science the shit out of that.
Science the shit out of it, yeah. Einstein that shit. We have the technology.
It's Algonquin for good land. Milwaukee, it's Algonquin for good land.
Algonquin?
I think that was from the same movie.
Oh,
What was that? Wayne and Garth, what was that?
Wayne's World.
Wayne's World, yeah.
Yeah.
Good one.
I saw it, but man, that was a long time ago, dude. Didn't they come out with a sequel to that recently?
I don't know.
I think they did.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you.
Well, they did I think it was a part 3 to, what's one where, Bill and Ted's? Oh, God.
Maybe I'm thinking Bill and Ted's.
Couldn't even finish watching it.
It was that bad?
Oh, it was awful. It was awful.
That's Keanu Reeves, right?
Not only is it Keanu, but it's that other dude from The Lost Boys.
Mm-hmm.
I like both of them. They're pretty cool. I love Keanu. He's a good dude.
Yeah.
But the girl in there, so I love Bob's Burgers. If you know me, you know I love Bob's Burgers.
That's that cartoon.
It's a cartoon.
Yeah.
Like, it is.
For some reason,
phenomenal.
I'll never watch it, but every time you show it to me, I just bust it.
No, you've got to watch it. So
it's so funny. Yeah.
H. John Benjamin plays the voice of Bob, and he has the best voiceovers out of anything you will ever see. He does Archer, Bob from Bob's Burgers, and if you've never seen Archer, I don't know what rock you've been living in. But H. John Benjamin is absolutely phenomenal. Well, in Bob's Burgers, he's got a daughter. His daughter's name is Louise.
Okay.
Louise is voiced by this actress. This
Okay.
actress played in that Bill and Ted's.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted to really watch it. I was like, holy shit, it's her.
Yeah.
And every time I see her talk, I
You see
I
Bob's
picture
Burgers,
Louise.
yeah.
Yeah. And I couldn't finish it. I got through like half of it and I was like, I can't watch
Can't do it
anymore.
anymore.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was awful.
I've had a few movies that way where you just can't. I guess like, nah, stop.
Lord Benji agrees with me. He says Bob's Burger is amazing.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
Y'all watch The Boys, right?
Yeah.
Of course I've watched The Boys. Come on
Yeah,
now.
that's another one of those. Either you or Benji told me about The Boys,
And not only
and
that,
that was great. I love how much.
I told you about that.
Yeah, I love how many bodies explode in that movie.
But not only that, they actually get Superman right. So you ever see when Superman is lifting something and he's giving it all?
No, this dude's just like.
This dude's literally goes like,
Right.
I'm putting in zero effort
Right.
and I'm doing whatever this dude's.
Yeah.
He's literally like, okay, I'm
They
holding.
made him such a prick. I love it.
Such an asshole.
I know.
But when he goes over to Afghanistan and he's like, I got this, boys.
Yeah, just lasers their
He
asses.
goes, bam, bam,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
one dude's running and he cuts him sideways and his body just falls away like that. You're like, dude, and he's like, I got it. It's cool.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Little collateral damage. It's okay.
Yeah, he goes through buildings and shit. Yeah. Yeah, the boys
That
is amazing.
was greatness, man. And oh God, that freaking scene where they were in the house where they get together once a year and just go crazy with sex stuff and everything.
Oh, and that dude goes inside that other. That was crazy.
There was
And
so
then he
much messed up
explodes.
stuff in
Yeah,
that scene, dude.
super. Hey,
Those guys come
speaking of
walking
that-
out, they're like judging.
Speaking of that, now Benji, you probably haven't seen this one, and if you haven't, you absolutely must. I think this was Stars, might be HBO, but American Gods. Have you seen that one?
American Gods, no.
Benji, have you seen American Gods? Now let me tell you about this one.
Tell me.
So American Gods features God and or Satan. You don't know.
Oh, you don't know which one it is?
He's just a badass dude.
Okay.
And a leprechaun, faith, all sorts of different things. They are gods, live in America, and they just
Like walking amongst us,
yeah,
but they're gods.
they're gods. And but you can't tell. Like they do stuff. Well, I will say this one lady, she eats people. Her
Oh.
vagina does.
Oh,
So what she does is she's having sex with dudes, and all of a sudden they get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and all of a sudden they're up inside of her. But they're like in euphoria. They're like, "Oh my God, this is amazing!" But they don't realize they just got eaten.
oh my God.
But they were having the time of their life, and they just shrank and shrank and shrank, and they were gone. It was, and yeah,
Wow.
just-
Okay.
but one of the things I absolutely love from that show, either God or Satan, you don't know. I mean, he's an incredibly powerful character.
Right.
I don't mean in his power. Like they don't show him like using X-ray vision or anything. They do stuff, and you're like, did he mean for that to happen, or did that just happen?
Right.
And you kind of have to put two and two together.
Right.
Well, one of the things somebody asked him, he was like, "Why aren't you mad?" And he was like, super calm. He was like, "Just because I have control over my emotions doesn't mean I'm not angry." And I was like, "Wow, that is cool, man."
Yeah.
Oh,
American
Benji.
Gods. Okay, I'm gonna have to try.
Benji hasn't seen that, so Benji, homework assignment,
Right.
American Gods. It is fantastic.
I wonder if Melissa would like that.
Dude, so one of my favorite actors, and I don't even know his name, it sucks. Have you ever watched Deadwood?
Ooh, that sounds familiar.
So Deadwood's kind of Western. I think they had 3 seasons, maybe 4. The main Swidgen Taco will know this. San Francisco cocksucker. That's what one of the dudes said. But Swidgen in there is that person, God or devil. You're not sure
Right.
what he is. He's there. Everyone listens to him. He's all powerful, and nothing bad ever happens to him. But he makes stuff happen. You don't know if he's the God or the devil because he does some bad stuff.
Right.
But he is that character from Deadwood that plays Swidgen is that character in American Gods, and it is an absolutely fantastic show.
I'm gonna have to check out American Gods for sure.
Yeah, Taco just said Deadwood is greatness, and it absolutely is. If
I
you
can't
haven't
believe this is the longest he's been.
I think we might have killed him with all that food.
Is he alive?
I'm gonna leave him alone, but I'll
yeah,
tell
he
you,
might be
you know
just
what
really
sucks?
tired.
Well, and I told you so. And hey, Dana, Alien. I told Steve normally at the house he probably sleeps 18 hours a day.
but he hasn't slept in the
He
past
hasn't
24
slept
hours,
other
yeah.
than a little bit of time in there. He barked and did some craziness inside the tent. But
And
he's
now
been
he got a
up
full
and out.
belly, and
I think he's like, "Hey man, I gotta pass out, Jack."
Yeah, he's like, I'm out, dude.
It
Did he
sucks.
sleep in there with you earlier when you were taking a nap?
Yeah.
So he
did.
slept in?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you got to understand, this dude normally sleeps, I would say he probably sleeps 18 hours a day. He literally wakes up, goes outside, he barks at the door a few times.
Barks at the door.
If I'm up, he's doing some stuff, but chances are if I'm at my computer, he's sleeping right there by me, and if
Yeah.
I move, he gets up. But other than that,
yeah.
he's down for the count.
That's just weird that he's been like right up your ass the whole time we've been here, and now all of a sudden he's chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a camping episode of what? American Gods? Hold on, Benji just said something that there's a camping episode.
No, he said he hadn't seen American Gods.
Well, he said there's a camping episode and it's pretty cool.
Oh.
Oh yeah, aliens here. And we're making a video specifically targeting how to bring your dog camping with you.
Yeah, you just fill his belly and stick him in the tent.
I wish I would have had that on film. I'm gonna have to take a clip of this and post it. Give him all the food.
Just
give him all
load
the
him
food.
up, man. Give him.
No, but you want your buddy to hang out with you and stuff.
Yeah, but he is definitely doing good now.
Oh, he's saying American Horror Story has a camping episode.
Camping. Now I saw. Is that a new one?
You're gonna have to elaborate on that.
Because the last
a little
one
bit,
was
buddy.
the ones about the vampires and aliens,
Yeah.
and before that, I'm trying to remember.
I think there were
a
witches.
camping one.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tell me which one camping was. The entire series was camping, or was it one episode?
Yeah, because I don't remember. Of course, it's hard to remember.
He
when
said there's a camping episode.
I'm trying to remember which one that was.
Camp Redwood.
Oh.
Dana just said Camp Redwood.
Yeah, when they were at the campsite, and there was a murderer going around the campsite and stuff. It was like set back in the.
Is it one episode or is it?
No, it's like it's a series.
It's called Camp Redwood.
Yeah, and all the campers go out there and they start getting killed because there's this mental guy that escaped. And
No sabe.
you don't remember that?
No sabe.
I remember it because the first time I tried to watch.
He said it's a spinoff, but it has the same characters.
The first time that I tried to watch American Horror Story, for some reason I went in and that was the one that came up first, and I watched the first 5 minutes of it and turned it off. I couldn't take it.
Why?
Because it was set back in the 80s, and they purposely made it cheesy as hell, like the 80s.
A lot of them are. Have you seen?
No, this was bad, dude. They were like in a workout studio and they're in spandex.
Are you
and
talking
shit.
about? It's not American Horror Story.
Yeah, it's American Horror Story.
Huh. Well, because there's another show called 1984.
No, it was American Horror Story.
1977, and
This was one of the seasons of American Horror Story.
oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, where they first showed it. It was first on TV, and then it goes into the studio where they were doing it, and then a bunch of people got killed.
Yeah, they're like all in the 80s and they're doing their workouts and shit.
Oh, 1984. That's what she's talking about. That wasn't American Horror Story. That was a show called.
No, I'm thinking of American Horror Story.
Hey, babe, what you just said, 1984. That's Fear Street, right? Fear Street, 1984.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's Fear. They got 1984, 1966, and like 1997 or something. But it is awesome. It's called Fear Street, and it's about this lady called Sonia Fear or something, and she was a witch, or she wasn't a witch, and they killed her anyways. And
No, but this one was American Horror Story, and it was about all
dude, these lights
kids.
are hanging on tight.
They're hooked up to the generator, man.
That's good.
As long as that generator don't run out of gas, we're good. I still see some green lights over there. So
No, I
we're
see a
good.
whole bunch of green lights staring at me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think that one was out. That's why it looked
If he's
like
not in that tent right now, I'm in trouble.
Oh, he's in there. Let me see.
He got up to take a leak. We didn't notice, and he's
Right.
out wandering around.
Yeah, right. He ain't got his collar on no more.
No, he does, but
It's just dead. But no, all the kids go out to this camp, and while they're at the camp, somebody goes around and starts murdering everybody, and it turns out it's a guy that's escaped from a mental institution or something. It was one of the American Horror Story ones, but I turned it off at first because it was so.
oh, she said
freaking
it's called
cheesy.
1984 American Horror Story. Okay.
Oh well, maybe that is the one I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought the Fear Street. There's one called Fear Street, and I loved it. There's three. It was movies.
Yeah.
And there's 3 different movies. They were all released like within a week or 2 of each other.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, those American Horror Stories were great, and I love towards the end how they just Did you hear that? I thought I heard something right off there.
Guard dog not doing his job.
Right. I heard. I love towards the end the way they tied.
What the hell's my flashlight?
So many
This
of
is
them
how
together,
this is how a horror movie starts.
Right.
Dude.
Where's
my
fucking-
flashlight?
Oh, yours is so much better.
What you got? Oh,
A piece of crap. I need to get me one of those, man.
I need to probably give you one.
I call them day makers, dude.
Do you hold on? So scary.
I have to pull my ears up so I can hear. You can't hear with these earmuffs on, man.
Shannon Drake said you're going to scare yourselves to death.
Every once in a while you hear a noise or something. It's like, you got to watch out because them little coyotes will sneak up on you. Those little leopards.
I'm not worried about those things.
What about them
I will take a coyote and break its back.
What about them leprechaun shit eaters, man? They have like shit all over their face. You don't want to fuck with them,
Hey,
man.
I'll tell you what, dude. If a little coyote ran up here, even a pack of them, I'd take that torch right there, I'd nuke them all. I am not... Whoa! I think you got me a little bit there, buddy.
Nuke them all.
Dude, I am literally... Hey, I'll tell you what.
Duke Nukem style.
Let's say a pack of coyotes ran up right now and started cackling at us.
Cackling.
For one thing, Home Dog right there,
Oh, he'd be on it.
he'd come out here and handle some business.
Yeah, he'd be
while
taking care of
I'm
business.
Casually walking to my truck because I don't have my firearm. on me
Right,
right
yeah, go ahead and grab that.
now. No, casually.
Right.
Like I'm not. They're not gonna like a wolf. You better scurry. You better hurry.
You better scamper.
Yeah, you don't want to casually. Like a coyote, they're gonna be like, "Hey, what's going on here? Hey, man, I think I thought a little bit too slow, and now they're dead." Yeah,
Right.
I'm not worried about a coyote.
That's one thing Melissa says all the time. She's like, yeah, I'm not too worried about you getting eaten by a bear when you're camping with Tony because you don't have to run faster than the bear. You just have to run faster than Tony.
Hey, and you know what sucks about that? I'm not running faster than anybody. I need to fix my damn feet
I know.
because I used to be fast until they started hurting. Because I'm pretty sure I've seen you and I have done fast.
Oh.
Yeah. Be
Yeah.
faster than Tony, bitch.
That's what I get.
Hey, I'll tell you what though. If a what?
It had dirt all over it. That's much better.
Yeah, that's mean, Mel.
Pour
That's
some
mean.
fireball on it.
That's mean, Mel. You
That's
should have been.
mean.
You should have said, "Be slower than Tony." Try to fight the bear, Steve.
Yeah.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, buddy. Ooh, look at that big old cold bass boy right there.
Yeah.
I need the pinchers for that
I think
one.
somebody asked if we're gonna have breakfast in the morning. I think the answer is no.
We'll probably have Burger King.
Yeah, so Steve and I have this ritual. Every time we leave this joint, we go to Burger King in Ada. I don't know why.
Because it's just the closest place.
It's actually, I'm not a giant Burger King fan, but dude,
We always end up going to Burger King.
it's good.
We did that when we left Huntsville, too.
Yeah,
We stopped at Burger King.
that's awesome.
I don't know what's the thing about Burger King. We're always like, where do you want to go? I don't know. You want to go to Burger King?
That's
Sure.
funny. I will say that Mexican chicken sandwich they have.
Look at that. We're still getting some green flames over here.
Did you even get that sandwich last time?
You know what? I can't say yes because I did get it and I wrapped it up and I brought it with me because I figured a lot of times when on the way home I'll get tired and if I pull something out and eat it, it'll wake me up.
Yeah, that makes sense. But
Yeah.
go ahead.
Well, I never got tired and I never ate it.
Oh, okay.
So when I got home,
threw
I
it
put
away?
it in the fridge and then I ate it the next day. I heated it up in the microwave.
Not the
ate it.
same.
And it didn't have the crispy jalapenos. Remember, they were out of the jalapenos?
Yeah.
So I had them add regular jalapenos.
Yeah, that's
So
nice.
it just wasn't the same. You got to eat it fresh when they
You gotta
first,
eat it
yeah.
fresh. So when you ate it, you were just like, yeah.
I was like,
I don't know what. Yeah.
It was good, but I was just like,
No, the first time I ate it, I was like, what is this?
He's like, this is gold.
Dude, I just found something.
But yeah, I'd have to get a freshie with the right kind of jalapenos on it. Oh, come here, buddy. Get up here on top. Oh yeah, look at that.
So Benji, I gotta say, man, what you're saying sounds like I don't even know. It says the episode is from American Horror Story. It's different than American Horror Story, but it had the same character.
Well, all
The
the
episode
American
is called Feral.
all the American Horror Stories had all the same characters in them.
Well, they had similar characters, but like the very first one had actors that weren't in.
Well, they'll have
next
some
one.
different actors,
Yeah.
but it's like they have this core cast
Yeah.
that goes through all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I think is really cool about that, the way
I love how
all
they
the
do that.
stories are different, but the characters, the same actor will play somebody like completely different. You know?
Not only that, so it's cool that they do that, but at the same time, if the actor, it saves the movie house. So if the actor says, I want 200 million, they're like, all right, we're just gonna get somebody else.
right.
Because it's a completely different story.
Right, you can do whatever you want.
No
yeah.
one knows it was going to be you in the first place.
Right, yeah. Because yeah, you're playing a different story, different characters.
It's totally different. Yeah, you don't
you
have
can
to
cast
be here.
that however you want.
Yeah.
Freak Show was a good one.
Freak Show was good. But I'll say the very first one,
Coven.
I loved it with the House of the Dead and everything. I loved that one.
Well, they brought that house back in a lot of the other episodes.
But then that last one
Yeah.
with the aliens,
Mm.
I loved that one. That one was phenomenal. Like you
It
said,
was a documentary.
it's a documentary. Okay.
But
Now the reptilians, I can't get on board with that. I've seen no evidence of that.
Well, neither have I. Damn it, the smoke is going in my face again.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What's up, big
I
dog?
hear an alien.
Oh, he's like, hey, you
Speaking of
guys
aliens.
you got any food out
He's
here?
like, I'm getting hungry.
What's up, buddy? Come here. Why are you hobbling?
He's looking for food, man.
You gotta get your stretchies? What's up, buddy? You wondering why daddy's not asleep yet? Oh, it's midnight. He's like, hey man, time to go to bed, Jack. Why are you shivering? Are you not under covers in there, buddy?
He's looking for food. Look at him. He's like, what'd you do with that bowl over there, man?
Taco says, what's up, big dog? Here you go, alien.
Go ahead and clean that up.
Clean it up if you're still hungry. Midnight stack. It's midnight. It literally just hit midnight. The buddy dog.
That dog is so huge, man.
And he's like,
A big baby.
he's literally
Yeah,
trying to talk to me. He's like, why are you still awake? Good boy. You want to get up here? Come on. Here. Come on into daddy's lap.
Seriously,
All right.
we need to go find that big chair
Yeah.
that I was talking about.
I need to
I
look for
remember
one.
seeing that at
'Cause
Market Street.
if he could get comfortable, he'd be
Yeah.
here hanging with us right now. But he's
Yeah.
like, dude, I got like a...
You just see him back up here in a big old
Yeah, right here.
massive chair.
Just kind of chilling.
Yeah.
He's got a couple steps to go up to it. Big dog. Give me kisses. What's up, buddy? Oh, no kisses? He's like, dude, why aren't you asleep? Look, say hi to everybody. Oh, you're just going to walk backwards? Okay, all right.
He's just getting up to make sure you hadn't left him.
Hamburger eating contest, yeah.
Dude.
So he...
Yeah, we did that last night. 2 bites. Gone.
He's going, oh, is he about to give on a show?
Oh, nice.
I thought he was going to double down.
Double down.
Sorry, everybody. It's poop again.
It's poop again. Hey, this looks like a nice place for me to poop on.
Yeah. All right. Do you got anything else that we want to talk about?
Oh, is anybody else on there?
Yeah, we've got a few people, quite a few people. We've got about 7 people on here right now.
Oh wow. Who else on there? Hey, everybody that's on there, speak up, because we don't know who it is. It's hard for us to tell.
And I'm wondering if
hanging out
Cosby
with
Fish is in here.
Right, he's like lurking up in
I know
there.
it looks like, I know DP's on here. Benji, I'm sure, is on here. We got Taco, maybe Mel. I'm guessing Shannon, only because she just piped up a little bit ago. I'm guessing Jan and Ben split. I wish it would say like entered or exited.
Yeah, they're keeping us like in the dark over here, man.
Yeah, it would be really cool if that
Which I understand, they're trying to give people privacy and everything.
Anonymity, privacy.
Yeah, but it's like, dude, when you're in a situation like this and you're wanting to comment and everything, we need to know who's watching.
Yeah, at least like, hey, we say, hey, big shout out to Ben. Oh, Ben's not here. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm an idiot.
Yeah, how do I know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
yeah, real quick roll call. Who do we still have in here?
It'd be nice if you could pull up a list and it would just show everybody that's on the feed.
It's just like Discord or anything else.
Right, yeah. Yep. Come on, YouTube.
Doesn't need to be tracked. Yeah, YouTube, if you're listening. If you're for real.
If you want to be real. Yeah, because it would help us as creators too, because how do you create for your audience if you don't know who your audience is?
Yeah,
you know?
That's one of our biggest problems we've been having.
Yeah.
Steve and I have, maybe that's their point though. Maybe they're like, we don't want you to create for your audience. We want you to create
for their audience.
No, we want you to create good stuff that everyone will love.
But you can't. One of the things that I learned in advertising is you can't create. If you try to speak to everyone, you might as well be speaking to no one.
Create for yourself, and the people that like you will.
Right, but the thing is you're supposed to come up with an avatar, like a target, like one person.
That's a philosophy.
Right. Yeah.
That's a philosophy.
You come up with this one.
Yeah, our avatar is a 65-year-old dude that goes camping, doesn't know how to tie knots, but would enjoy it. That's our avatar.
No, I think.
Hey, you ready? You ready for one?
I think of it. Yeah.
You ready for one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think of it more.
You gonna match me?
Okay. I'm not gonna give you bubbles, but yeah, go ahead. Glug, 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 glug. But I don't think of it as. Did he just walk over there? Oh no, he's up.
I think he went back in the. Oh.
No, he's right there.
Okay.
I think of it more of like I think between.
Could you imagine if he was completely black? You would not even see him there.
Yeah, it's pretty dark over there. He is limping a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I see it on that front left paw. Front left. It could have been when we walked back through the woods.
Totally
could have been.
I come through freaking thorns
I know.
on the way back.
And he just rammed through, like he ran.
You think he might have one stuck in his paw?
Totally possible.
Might check that out when you get back.
What was that? The story about the elephant had a.
When the mouse took it out. No, that was a lion or something.
Lion,
tiger.
Tigers, bears took his paw. Yeah.
Yeah, you might have took a
Man,
brother
we
up.
asked everybody for a roll call, and I don't see anything. All I want to see is, I'm still here, or hey, what up? Ooh, since we're doing this, yeah, I'm doing it.
I'm doing it. Oh yeah.
What's up?
That's the mascot there.
Okay, Lord Benji's still here. Is that a spider on my head?
Maybe. That'd be a great place for one.
Right there.
In your face.
I wonder if we started doing these, so Slipknot never had an audience until they masked up.
Right, we need to mask up, dude.
We need to mask up. And then all of a sudden, they started getting a little following.
Yeah. Remember when we first came out here and you brought that thing and I saw it?
Yeah.
And I thought it was...
You're like, what in the world is this?
I'm like, Tony, get the camera. You got to see this.
Yeah. Wait until what I do next year.
Oh, great. He's like, Oh, he's up. He's wandering around.
Tony still wear the Yeezys. I never wore the Yeezys, to be honest. I printed them out. I'll build you a pair if you want some.
Oh, you print your own Yeezys.
Yeah, we could be the masked bandits. No, that doesn't make any sense. That was a long time ago.
Kind of like Guar.
Yeah.
With all the big shoulder pads with spikes on them and stuff. That was just something ridiculous.
There's so much dirt in that thing.
I know. When we came back out, I think it had a storm out here and it was on the ground all covered with dirt.
Wow. All right, so we're going to have a hatchet versus kukri.
I like that idea.
I'm pretty sure hatchet wins.
Pretty sure Hatchet wins.
You are too?
Well, no. I honestly don't know because I haven't really studied up on it. I just know that is the one thing that like so many people have picked that from so many different walks of life.
Yeah. I'm just thinking like if a kukri was that badass, firemen would be using them.
No, because they're not in survival situations.
No, they're trying to knock. No, they're definitely not in survival situations.
Well, I'm saying the kukri is...
They're not trying to survive when they're breaking down a...
I'm just saying, when you have literally nothing and you're in the middle of the woods and you're trying to survive with nothing,
Yeah.
not even clothes, the kukri is the one thing that they choose. When you got to
Now,
pick
you've seen
one
this
thing.
in a ton of episodes or like 3?
No, like a lot of them.
A bunch.
Yeah. And guess
Does
what?
anybody ever bring an axe? A hatchet?
I have seen people bring a hatchet. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They bring all kinds of things. Like I say,
Duct tape, yeah.
Sometimes people will bring fishing line. You know?
They bring fishing line, they're like, I'm going to catch a fish. And they end up in the middle of Africa with no ponds or nothing. They're like,
No,
I thought I was going to go to Alaska.
No, I think they know where they're going to go before they get to choose their item. But, yeah, the guy that freaking...
Dude with duct tape, he's like, I can build anything. I can build a boat.
Right.
I can...
No, I mean, he
Hey,
ends up
did you
building
see
a fucking
me-
titty belt.
Did you see me, did you see the thing I sent you on how to build a canoe?
No.
A kayak? Oh, we're building one.
Oh, we're building one.
Yeah, out of like PVC pipe.
PVC.
Yeah.
No, I did not see that.
You didn't?
I missed that somehow.
Oh, I'm sending it to you
Send
again.
it to me again. But no, yeah, the guy that brought the fishing line felt real foolish when this other guy came up later on and brought a freaking cast net.
Oh, he brought fishing line and the other dude brought cast net?
No,
in the
I'm just
same
saying in
series?
another episode, they were in a tropical environment on a beach and with small ponds and everything around, and the dude brought a cast net.
Instead of fishing line.
Yeah.
He's like, I caught 20 fish when you caught one.
Right.
Wow.
But it was funny because the way they...
Do they give you a weight or what's...
No, you pick one item. You bring one thing.
I want to bring a cast net that has a hatchet and fire attached to it.
No, they can't do that.
Can
And
you bring a
sometimes
Swiss
they-
Army knife?
Sure.
But
probably.
you can't bring a Swiss Army cast net?
A Swiss Army cast.
You see what I'm getting at there?
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna let that fly.
It's got a Swiss Army knife. It's
Yeah,
got
no,
some
that's
flint. It's got duct tape. It's got a hatchet.
No, that's cheating.
This is my Swiss Army cast net.
It's a cast net with all the shit I could possibly need in it, like Santa's sack.
Yeah. It's got food in it.
Yeah.
It's got Band-Aids.
Right.
Oh,
But-
dude. Hey, guess what we're making? A Beastmode cast net.
A beast.
It's got a hatchet. What? BeastMode sells them. I just bought this one thing.
Right, it's a wood thing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey, if you can bring one item, what would it be?
A beast mode cast net.
It'd be my bug out bag. It's got all the other shit that I needed.
Yeah.
That's
funny.
what they ought to do. Instead of just one tool, you get one bag.
Okay, well that's the way they did it on
You put your shoes, you put your bras.
Survive.
Oh, Survive, so they get a bag.
They that one where they take like
I've never seen it. I don't watch those shows.
okay, well this show the way it works is they have like let's say 10 people.
Okay.
They're all singles. They're just single person. They take 10 people and they take them out into this area and they spread them out
Right.
in a large area.
Right.
So they're
What's
never
that
going to interact with each other. You know what I mean?
Right.
but they're all in basically similar conditions, right?
Yeah.
Might be a little different because somebody might be in,
Yeah.
whatever. But they have a bag, and they're allowed to bring I think 10 items. They give them like 10 items. So they got
To
a
put in the bag.
backpack, and they got 10 items that you can bring in this backpack, and pretty much whatever you want.
I want a sleeping bag. I want
Dude,
an
a
iPhone.
couple of those items can actually be rations, food, if you want. You can substitute maybe 1 to 2 of your items and bring food rations if you want. And people do that.
Yeah.
But the whole name of that
I'll give
game,
you a couple more days.
and you got clothes, you got your bag, you got your supplies, whatever you want. But
It's almost like
it's
we
very
had-
minimalistic. But you got to go out there and survive. And you got 10 people out here, and the last one.
Is that the one where that dude built his kitchen and all
Yeah.
that? Yeah.
It's like the last one to leave wins. That's the way they do it.
But is there a cutoff?
No,
time?
no cutoff.
And you don't know if anybody else will.
You do not know when you win.
No, what I'm saying is,
Like you could be out there for 3 months, and you
and the other people quit after 3 days. And
you have no idea how many people are left in the challenge.
that sucks.
No, but if you win, they will pull you out.
Okay, if you're the last dude.
If
They're
you're
like,
the last
"You won."
dude, you won. They'll come
Okay.
get you and say you
So
won.
it's not like the first.
But they
10
always do
people-
it the same way.
9 of them left after day 3.
Then you won with 3 days. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But the way it always goes, the way they always do it, the way they do the winner is when you're out there, they do regular health checks on the people while they're out there. So I don't know how frequently they do them. It might be like once a month.
And by the way, you guys, Steve watches all these shows. He's seen
I love
every
it.
episode
I love
of
it. Naked and Afraid.
Naked and Afraid.
Yeah, they're great.
Survivor,
I
Alone.
love all that stuff.
Yeah.
Dude. It's good stuff. I like it. But anyway, the way they always end it is the health checks are normal for these people, and like maybe every other week or once a month or something, because these people sit out there for a long freaking time, dude.
Right.
I think I saw one time they were out there almost 6 months, dude.
What?
Just out there surviving in the freaking Alaska or some shit for 6 months. But they come every so often and do health checks just to make sure. And if you're not in good health, they'll pull you. They'll medically.
You're like,
check.
I don't want to leave.
But they're like, no, if you stay, you're gonna die, and they'll
Okay.
pull you out. So you can get medically tapped out just like you can in the other shows. But the way they always choose the winner is once the second to the last person is left, then they'll do a health check on the last person, and they'll bring their wife in or whatever,
Yeah.
and they'll get the wife to walk around back, about down the back trail or whatever,
Right.
and they'll do a health check, and they'll have the camera crew out there talking to them, saying, "How do you feel?" All this stuff, and they're looking at the camera and everything, and they'll have the dude's wife walk up behind
And that
them,
means they won.
holding
they won.
a fucking check for
That's cool.
$100,000, and she'd be like, "Baby, you won," and they're like, "What?" They're sitting here thinking they're doing a health check, and oh my God, how much longer do I have? And all of a sudden, his wife walks up.
You
behind him,
won!
You just won.
Right on.
Yeah, it's a cool show. Yeah.
Hey, so before we continue, I got to show these guys this knot because
Oh, it's a great night.
I was super excited about this. So check this out. I'm gonna come up there, hopefully. And Steve, if you could tell me if I'm centered and screen and all that
Okay.
stuff, just to make sure I'm not like over to one side or anything. Can you see this?
Yeah, it's perfect.
Okay. So check this out. This is called the jam knot. Now,
Jam knot.
The Canadians just stole it.
Yeah, so now it's the Canadian.
It's the
jam
Canadian jam nut. So all I've done is, I'll take this out. I just tied a regular old knot like you'd tie your shoelaces or something with. So that's gonna be my stopper knot, right? So now all I'm doing is tying another one right here, but I'm not feeding it through yet. Then I'm gonna send this part, take the other end of it. Ooh, I got some smoke in my eye. Send this back through. So what happens is it comes up with a slip knot. And then if I pull on this, it pulls it tight, right? And then as I pull it, you can see, hold on, let me back it out a little bit. So, oops. So it actually is coming up to the stopper that I
Go down,
created
yeah.
right there. And it will cinch down until it can't cinch anymore.
Yeah, it stays tight. Yeah.
It stays super tight. You can see it's really cut into me there.
Yeah.
But with literally just one finger, you go like that and it's loose again.
That's cool.
Super awesome knot.
Yeah.
So one of the uses for this is like if you got a bedroll or something, you tie this around and boom.
Oh yeah, and then when you're ready to get it, you just
You literally
comes
do that.
right off, yeah.
And the other cool thing is if I didn't, so this other knot I wanted to show you because the very end knot, you could do that way, which makes it, you know, easy to take out and everything. But if you do it, instead of doing it that way, fold one over and then fold this through, right? So that makes like
a slip knot. Yeah.
it's just a slip knot, right?
Yeah.
So it can become bigger and smaller or whatever.
Yeah.
And then
That's what she said.
funny. And then you take another end of this.
Oh, another slip knot?
Yeah, well, just make a little hoop here
Yeah.
and pull this through.
So it's like another slip knot on top of a slip knot.
Yeah, so then when you're done, you literally just pull this through. And actually,
right.
I should have done it on the other side.
Right.
Yeah, so you pull, wait, what did I do here? Where am I? Oh, so you take this one
Yeah.
and shove this through here and then tighten it down. So now that knot is not going anywhere. However, when you want it gone,
Yeah,
you
you
just
just
literally pull on it.
Yeah.
So again, just turn this over, pull this through here, boom, you've got a knot. Make another loop out of this guy,
Yeah.
pull it through here, and now you've got this nice little knot here, and that dude isn't going anywhere. So then all you do is make a regular little shoestring knot that everybody knows how to make, right? Loop this dude back through here. Bam, you've got your knot. It's good, it's not going anywhere, it's super tight. And then when you're done, you literally pull this
just
guy.
pull that and everything comes out.
Everything
Yeah.
just unravels.
Yeah, that's cool.
Except for why didn't that unravel?
You didn't pull it right.
Oh yeah. Well, it's all unraveled.
Yeah,
But
that's very
yeah,
cool.
super cool, man.
Yeah. Hey, show them that knot that Christian showed me the other day.
Oh, double. So how to tie two ends?
Two ends together. Because
Okay.
I was using the fisherman knot.
So you make a loop here
Yeah.
and then a loop.
But they have to be opposite each other, remember?
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That
so
one goes under, the other one goes over. Yeah, so that one's under.
This one's going under,
Under.
meaning this string
Right.
is going under the main line.
And then the other one goes over.
This one goes over.
Right.
So
Yeah, you just put them on
this
top
string
of each
is
other.
under and this string is over.
Right.
You put them on top of each other, and then you push this one through here,
Right, and then the other one goes through the other way. Yeah.
and this one goes through the other way. I don't know if I can do it after beers.
You
But you pull it.
No, you didn't get it through. Yeah.
Here, you do it.
Okay, I'll try.
I screwed this one up. I
Okay.
actually haven't learned that one yet.
Okay, it's the way you do it is you have to get this one. So we put that one under, like that, and then this one we loop and go over the top. So I think the thing is the one that's going over the top. Check. Can you hear me?
Yeah, but we need to go ahead and end it.
Are we running out?
Yeah. So okay. So now that's a third thing we need to check. So we lost the mics on the first one. We lost the phones on the second one. On this one,
What happened to the audio?
that piece is out of juice. The receiver.
Oh.
We didn't have the receiver plugged in. I thought it lasted for 8 hours. or
We've
something.
never had that problem before. Maybe because
Never.
we used it earlier and just didn't recharge it.
It was in there. I need to go and look to see how long it lasts. But
Okay.
hey, everybody,
Yeah, we've been on 2.5, almost 3 hours.
it's 3 hours right now.
Yeah.
So hey, everybody, thank you very much for
Yes,
joining us.
yes,
Much
awesome.
appreciated. This was very fun. Had a lot of great conversations. We're
if-
gonna try to do
Yeah,
this
and if you
again.
missed the audio from those last knots, we'll make a video about knots again. Because we've used those a lot in videos, and I'm sure
Yeah.
knots are cool. Man.
No,
Yeah.
I'm loving them more
So-
and more.
so we'll
Ever
do some
since you
more.
came up with that first knot video, man,
Yeah,
I'm loving them.
And they're cool. I love them too.
So
yeah.
everybody, thank you very much for joining. Had a great time. Like I said, we've got a lot of great content coming,
Man, we got a lot of cool stuff coming up.
a ton.
I'm
So
excited about it.
if you're not already subscribed and this type of content for you, please go ahead and subscribe to us. Share this with a friend because
Yeah.
you know we want to get a big.
And hey,
community
if you
going.
like certain types of content, we're
Let
trying
us
to
know.
arrange everything in playlists, so you could go just to a playlist and see like all tents.
Well,
or
not only that,
all
it's
stuff like that. Yeah.
how we're releasing our release
Right.
schedules and all sorts of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So if there's certain types of content you want to see, right
Yeah.
now we're on a big kick for